Welcome to another episode in Century City. We're in the series finale for Broken and Splintered. So, take it away, MC Drake.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. With the Broken and Splintered finale that we are hitting up, we're going to do a quick little recap of what happened in the last session. Last session was a continuation of the crew's downtime, more or less. Vera got to chat with Cassia, quote unquote. Whenever they got into her car, though, there was some tense words being exchanged. Cassia seeming more like herself up until a pivotal moment where she revealed, like through Vera's investigation and quick thinking, she was able to see that the person in her car was not Cassia. She doesn't know exactly who it was, but that person also grabbed the steering wheel, yanked it to the side, and managed to escape from Vera's line of sight. Distraught, Vera headed to the bar where Cassia worked, and there was another exchange between them, but they seem to have squashed any of the issues they might have had with each other, at least while allowing Vera to have a drink and kind of calm her nerves. Nicole spent the evening at her home, and then Tae-woo, during his calm recollection period and moving throughout the city, managed to head to Cassia's apartment later in the evening, where he was attacked by another one of the mannequins from JB's shop. He summarily managed to destroy it without much effort and managed to keep Cassia from being in the crossfire of the exploding splinters whenever they ruptured. The crew then still continued on their way. They headed to the precinct where they gained the evidence of Ashley's brutal murder, mostly a video or an audio recording, but they gained a couple clues out that way. Nicole got some wise words from her father and some, how we say, comforting advice to help her move forward. And then they believe Cassia became churro buddies with one of the men at the precinct. And then during that time frame, I believe it was Tay and Cassia, they both learned of a new name that they hadn't been privy to beforehand, named Tatum. And that was from the audio recording. And I believe that's where we left off from there, right? I believe so.
Yes.
So with that in mind, Cassia and Tae-woo, you are both still at the precinct. It is about midday at this point in time, maybe about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you just learned of the girl's name was Tatum. And Andrew, I'm going to have you give us a inner monologue. What's going through Tay's mind right now with the new revelation of the name?
Tatum. That was the girl that walked by Ashley's room when we first arrived at the university dormitory. I think she looked like a cheerleader.
Yeah.
And she was with someone, I think, a jock type, perhaps. I'm not completely sure I recall who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in his photos too, right? I forgot his name.
So
JB,
yeah. And so, just for a refresh for everybody on that, Ashley Wilson's murders, what was that? They said, you heard the words, "This is for Tatum, you bitch," and then the audio kind of cut off at that point. And then, through the power of great memory, whenever Tatum's picture was brought up during a small search just to figure it out, you guys learned that a year ago, Tatum herself had actually been murdered. She was found in an alleyway, a little bit up in downtown, kind of in the upper area of downtown. And then looking at her picture is what sparked the memory for you guys about who you saw. You've seen her face before at the college. She was the one walking down the hallway whenever you were trying to get into Nicole and Ashley's room to investigate. And then you also saw that face in the photos with her and JB.
But this might be a metagame question, but Nicole also saw her dead roommate when she was like walking into class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
These dead people are popping up.
Someone impersonating these dead people.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, that too.
So Tay's going to be a little lost in thought, trying to piece all these little clues together. The fact that he still doesn't know about Vera's mysterious encounter with
Mhm.
the fake Cassia, right?
Correct.
As far as he knows, or as far as Tay knows, we're dealing with something like a mermaid who is out for revenge for some reason, perhaps targeting people who are wearing clothes created by JB, who is now dead himself. This is all very strange. And then, of course, there's a skin book.
Gross every time.
So, every road kind of leads back to the university for Tay. The murder scene, this strange Tatum doppelganger, the library. That was this book. I mean, there's also the nightclub that was also mentioned, but we never had a chance to go to yet. Does Tay know that Nicole is back at the university in her dorm, or where is Nicole taking her mental break?
It was at her parents'
Still
house,
in
but
Brownstown, right?
she was actually making her way because you were going to meet her at the library. But
That's
you
right,
you
okay.
stopped at the precinct, so I think she's at the library already.
Okay.
Oh, there's also 2 libraries, so I don't know which one you're going to.
Mhm. The main one, like the one that was under
Oh.
renovation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tay's going to look at Cassia. I guess we're driving we're on our way there.
Yeah.
I will, Cassia,
Yeah.
if you're finished eating your churro, would you mind texting Nicole and just ask her to be careful?
Yeah. What do you think's gonna be there?
This Tatum girl. We saw her outside Ashley's room when we first arrived at the dormitory, but she's clearly dead. I feel that our adversary, this Ariel, mermaid, whatever she is,
Mm-hmm.
may still be there. And if Nicole is at the library by herself, she knows of Nicole. I'm just afraid that she might be in danger.
Yeah, and hopefully she's not wearing any of those clothes, right?
Uh-oh.
You know, I think she was the only sensible one that didn't steal something from the shop.
She was too freaked out.
All right. Yeah. So Cassia sends a text to Nicole and says, "Just watch out. Watch out for anybody you think should be dead." And then she also messages Vera, going to the library. Hope you're doing okay. Or better. Question mark?
Okay. How does Nicole respond to the ominous sounding text?
I would text back and say, is there anyone I should be looking out for specifically? I'm at the library, by the way. I'm inside.
Anybody dead? Anybody dead? Anybody that you believe should be dead is probably not great.
I would say, I'm gonna text back. Oh God. Okay. That's it.
All right.
Please
And then
hurry.
Vera. All right. And then I'll say, Nicole, you haven't made it to the library yet. You're on your way there, but you're not there yet.
Okay.
When this happens.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then Vera, how would you respond to the text from Cassia?
She would respond with a thumbs up, kind of just recovering at the moment.
Yeah.
Because she almost died and her driving record is messed up now.
So screwed.
Is Vera gonna meet them at the library?
Yeah, she's gonna meet them at the library. She is probably like the last person to like get there.
Okay. All right, cool. So I wanted to make sure that I knew where Vera was at and what she was doing. So she recovered, mostly, still a little shaken up, I'm assuming. But if you have that status on there, I don't think you should because of the update. But if you do, you can remove it. It was a temporary one. So
Yeah, it's gone.
and then
We're good.
okay, cool. So as that happens, Nicole, before you can leave the brownstone, though, like you're about to head out, you're about to head to the library. You've gotten the ominous sounding warning, but you potentially have enough confidence in yourself to at least watch out. You get another text, and it's specifically from your dad. The text says,
Oh yeah.
Forgot. Yeah, so the text says, forgot to mention it before I left. There's something for you on the dining room table. Every good lawyer needs one. And then it ends it with, I love you.
Ah. Okay. I say love you too, ? And then I walk to the table.
Okay. So as you make your way through the brownstone, you get to the dining room table. There is a small, or not small, but there's a decent sized wooden box. High gloss, like lacquered. There's a gold clasp on it. And then as you, there's no script on the outside. There's just the gold clasp. So you flip it open. And as you peel it open, there's like a crushed green velvet interior, and it's cradling a expensive looking watch. It's white rose gold type of watch, but the face itself looks like it doesn't look like normal material. It doesn't look like obsidian or anything like that. It looks like it was highly polished piece of meteorite is what the material kind of vibe is giving off to you.
Ooh.
And it's not gaudy. It's a classy piece, and it's very specifically fitted for your wrist.
Oh, I take it out like gently, and if I had gloves on, I'd put gloves on to open it.
Yeah.
Just in awe, I'm opening it up, and it's kind of like the box. I forgot the movie when you open it, the suitcase, and the gold light shines out.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Yeah.
And my mother has a similar one too, and I'm looking at this. Oh. And she's just thinking like how much of a big deal this is. This is not a small thing. And so
it's a sign of trust and knowing that you're doing what you need to do to further your career. Like he knows without a doubt you're going to become a lawyer. Awesome. So he's just getting ahead of the game.
So I put it on, and then I feel a type of tingling around my wrist, and that kind of rides up, goes through my arm, and it just feels right. Oh, it's meant to be on me. Oh, this is great. This is great.
And as you're wearing it, you feel that tingle, you feel that warm, familiar sensation. It is one of those things you don't notice it at first because it does feel right. You do feel like this was something that you earned. There's a moment where you turn, and as you look down at the watch, that tingle grows stronger. It's not uncomfortable. It's just a stronger tingle. And as you look at the watch and you turn it away from you, and you see the bottom of the clasp on there, suddenly there's this burst of golden light that pops from the screen itself, or the face of the watch, and a massive floating shield forms in front of you. It hovers in midair, and it starts to crackle a little bit, and you can hear it, and it's almost like it's kind of ionizing the air around you. But then as you look at it, and you realize if you move, the shield moves with the direction of the watch that you're holding.
Oh, this is legit. Okay.
And then, and then the shield sucks back in and goes into the watch. And as it happens, you realize all you need to do is think about the shield forming, and it would pop up. It's just like a sudden memory that like pops into your brain.
Let me tell you, I feel like a woman of the mascara right now. Just like, oh, I feel so powerful, and I know it's just a shield.
You feel like an Amazon.
Yeah. So everything she's read about Amazonian warriors, that's what she's feeling right now. And she's Does the watch actually tell the time, or because she has to meet Taewoo?
It's a functioning timepiece.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a functioning timepiece. It just happens to have
that function. Yeah. So she's looking at the time because she plays with it for like 10 more minutes, and then she's oh dang, I have to go to the library. She does it one more time and like twirls around in a circle.
yeah.
Makes the lightsaber noise even though it doesn't do it itself.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I got you.
And then she'll close it one more time and then go out to meet them at the library.
Feeling probably much more confident.
Yes, she does. She feels a lot more confident, a lot more capable, I guess.
Okay.
This is going to help her.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yes,
All right.
love it.
So, with that in mind, we have Cassia and Taewoo driving to the library. We have Nicole heading to the library. I'm assuming she's using public transportation.
No,
Or
she's
does
gonna
she have
she's gonna take a goober.
Okay. So I will forego that just
What?
because of the finale portion.
What? Wow! I wanted you to be my goober driver.
We have other things. Give me till the end of the session.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So we have Tay and Cassia driving. We have Nicole taking a goober. We have Vera. Are you driving one of your other cars, one that isn't dinged up?
You're taking a goober too?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Drive it. No, I refuse. Some very dramatic
Principle.
moment needs to happen. Like my car needs to get stolen for me to get considerate.
Done. I'm kidding.
It's not my property.
There has to be like a gun to her head and like threaten to get in another goober.
I don't even think
Get
that
in the
would do it.
car.
I'm not getting in there.
Keep it moving, toots.
Alrighty. So Vera is also heading to the library. You guys are all going to meet, and you're basically on the collision course to meet at about 3:00 in the afternoon at the college campus.
Okay.
And we're going to pull back from everyone, though, and we're going to go all the way to the college campus in terms of the camera. And we're going to zoom in a little bit more on what's going on. The library itself has the same sweeping Gothic architecture style as the rest of the college campus. But it is vastly larger than any college library out there. It is home to rare tomes, rare and exceptional pieces that private collectors have given to the college campus in order to bolster their own reputation and to basically provide it as a sort of cultural place of relevance for people to go and look for ancient texts from different cultures around the world. It's been recently upgraded, and as we come in on it, we can see that there are metal detectors and scanners at the very entrance of it before you even get into the library. There are 2 armed guards at the front, and then as you go into the library, you can see that there's the checkout station at the very front where the librarian is scanning books through, checking them, make sure everything's good to go before putting them on a cart to be shelved and filed away later. There's multiple tables that are nice and long, plenty of room for people to come in and study. There's dozens of students in there already with their laptops open, taking notes. One person's asleep, it's quiet, but as you go deeper into it, there is a section that has been not added onto it, but renovated in a way. And at the very center of the library is a massive plexiglass tube that has been erected. There are multiple spots around it that seem to speak to pressure plates. But in the center of the plexiglass tube is a dais that has a massive leather-bound tome on top of it. It's sitting open, but there is a placard underneath it that reads a very specific phrase, and what the tome itself actually is. There are 2 guards that are moving around this plexiglass tube at any given time. And as one's walking, one of them says, "Okay, I'm going to go do perimeter check," He's like, "All right, fine." So he walks off. They're not heavily armed. They're not like military gear armed, but they are armed at the very least. They have uniforms that speak of private security, but they are being mindful of the college campus setting. And one of the guards comes and stands at the front, basically keeping anybody away from being able to get near the book other than what the allowable perimeter is for them to view it. And as he's standing watching, he's looking around. Nobody's really bothering him, so it's kind of like one of those jobs where he feels he's overqualified for. And he turns, and he sees something that causes his eyes to widen. And for a moment, his eyes start to like water a little bit, and he's compelled to start moving. And he starts walking towards a stack of books. And near that stack of books, you see there's a small red-headed child. It's a boy. Looks similar to the man himself. And the kid's laughing, he's smiling, he's drawing the man's attention away, and he's moving towards him, and he's like, wait, and then the kid disappears. And he rushes closer towards it, and as he comes around the corner, there's a sound of choking, and then a heavy thud. And then he steps back out from around that, completely different demeanor, no watery eyes, no nothing. And as he moves up towards the plexiglass tube where the tome itself is sitting, he's looking at it, and he looks down, and he has this ring of keys, and he looks down at one of the control panels that's in the floor, and he drops down, and he pulls one of the keys out, slowly slides it into the slot and turns it. There's a panel that opens up, and then there's a number pad as well. He starts pushing on the number pad, just deek, 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 perfectly in one shot here. System deactivated, and then the lights on it kind of dim. And then the plexiglass tube starts to rise up from the ground. And the guard looks up and smiles, and his entire demeanor changes, and the face changes from the guard to that of a young blonde woman.
Oh, God.
One that you guys have run into beforehand.
Shit.
And as she's looking at the book, the guard that had taken his round had come back around, and he saw it, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And she steps up to the book and slaps her hand on top of it. And the moment she does, there's an echoing ripple that bursts out from the book. Her hand is thrown offwards, and she steps back, and a massive beam of light shoots up from the center of the book up to the ceiling of the library and punches through the actual roof. As it does, that starts to span out like a dome and like a sphere-like shape, and as it hits the ground, it starts to spread and rumble across the college campus. It spreads rapidly and violently, and it's a glimmering blue-green barrier of energy that's just ripping across the campus grounds and towards the edges of the barrier, or the perimeter of where the college campus lies. You guys have come to the college campus. Where would you have met beforehand? You don't see this yet. Just tell me where you guys would have met.
I was guessing the front of the library. No?
I would say it'd be
the
at the
doors.
perimeter of the college is where I would assume you would meet, like at like a parking lot or something, right?
Yeah.
Or are you all going to meet at the very entrance?
I was going to.
I say the parking lot would be fine,
Oh.
but entrance?
Yeah. Parking next to the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all meet up, Nicole, you get out of the goober, and then the guy's like, have a gooberific day. And then he backs up.
Bye, Phil.
And takes off. Bye. And Tay and Cassie, you pull up in his car and you step out. Vera, you pull up in your car and you step out. What do you all say to each other?
Is this, we felt the ripple, right? Or no?
Not yet. This is before that. This is like just a few seconds before.
Yeah, I got your text. I haven't seen any dead people yet. Fortunately.
Well, let's go get that skin book.
Okay.
We not calling it a skin book.
What do you want me to call it? I'll call it
SB
Just book.
SB. Okay, I'll call it Flesh
Can't
book.
nickname it.
That's worse.
That's worse. That's worse.
Oh, Flesh book is worse than skin book. Okay, I'll call it.
Just call it the book, like the being the title, and then book.
Intestine book.
Okay, that's
Oh.
not as bad.
No.
Pigskin.
It's not.
That's not bad either. There's something
Okay,
about-
pigskin. Okay, we'll call it pigskin. We'll call it the football.
The nuclear launch
That went
codes.
down a spiral. Yeah, I haven't seen any dead people.
All right.
Let's head in there.
Well, we know who killed your roommate.
Do we? Or do you?
Yeah. The person was pretty clear on the audio recording for the police. Vera, you weren't there, but I got churro bites.
So who?
They were pretty good.
Okay. Who?
Oh, I thought you were
It's-
offering for a second.
No, I'm sorry. It's
Mm.
some girl around campus that has clearly gotten around. She was the same woman in the photos.
That blonde girl.
Yeah.
That's her. I don't know who that. Wait, would I know who that is? Would like Nicole know?
She's telling you the name, but she's telling you the description of it. She hasn't told you the name, but if she would reveal the name.
Oh God, what's her name?
Tatum.
Yes, it's Tatum.
Yeah, but
way to
the
go.
moment you have the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have the description. You have the memory of seeing the pictures of her with JB. The moment she says Tatum, you remember very specifically that earlier in the year, the college had a similar sort of scandal. It was brushed under the rug very, very rapidly.
Yeah.
And nobody ever gave an explanation as to why, but it was just that a college student had been murdered. Now, it hadn't been on campus, but it was up in the downtown area and the upper parts of it. But that was the scandal itself, but there wasn't much of a vigil for her because it was at the very beginning of the year. So she was a brand new student from what you remember. But yeah.
I would say something like that happened already. But it really wasn't a big deal. Nobody. And you said you saw. Okay, this is getting freaky. That you saw. So she's walking around campus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then.
Can I show them the shield?
Say. Okay. Yeah, you can if you want. But I would say, like, before you show them the shield, there's one other piece of evidence that you specifically know because it wasn't like it was very well documented or put out there for everybody to know.
Yeah.
Tatum had a twin sister.
Don't they always? Damn you. Who's
That's
it?
supposed to be
You don't remember
word.
You don't remember the sister's name, but you do remember that she had a twin. Only because like the vigil was there, and then you would have seen, like, I'm sure at some point would have been curious, would have seen it later on where the family was distraught. But there's a picture of Tatum's obituary and then the family itself at the funeral. And
identical twin?
The girl looks exactly like her. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Fraternal. Why couldn't it be fraternal?
Yeah, because it's never that easy, is it?
It's never that easy.
So she has a twin sister, but
twins.
Why did it have to be twins?
But she can shapeshift. No? This is all.
This is so it's her twin sister that's out for blood? Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Maybe her sister is upset that nothing was done about what happened to her sister.
But why would she kill Ashley? Like, how's Ashley involved?
She said this is for
Ashley.
Tatum. That's her sister. So Ashley did something to Tatum.
And as that revelation hits, that's whenever you all hear the crackling beam of energy punch through the ceiling of the library and shoot up towards the sky. And as it arcs down and slams, it's on the outside perimeter of the library, and it bursts outward towards you guys. You don't need to roll face danger, but everybody gets hit with this barrier. It slams into you and sends you flying back several feet. And as you kind of hit the ground and tumble a little bit, you're not hurt, but then you are enveloped in that energetic field, and it spreads out further than you can see up until it hits the perimeter of the college. And there's a moment where you feel like there's tingling on your skin, and you can't really explain why. But as you all kind of manage to push yourselves back up to standing and you look around, you can see the people that were moving about on the campus are frozen. Not frozen ice, just frozen in place. They're not moving.
They're frozen in time?
And you feel this, that's what it seems like. Like it's like a temporal field that's hit everything and everybody's frozen like midway through. Somebody's pouring a drink into their mouth and the fluid is stuck in midair. It's not moving anywhere. And everybody's body starts to look like they're a little bit distorted. Like they're trying to move through something, but it's not quite allowing them to do so.
Okay.
And you also start to notice small little beads of light starting to float up from people's bodies all around. It's just a constant stream of them, but they're from random spots, and they all start to move towards the library, where that beam of energy has been shot up to the sky.
I think we should get to the library.
Which one of you has the
I-
page?
I think we should start running to the library right now.
I have the page.
Okay. Good to know.
Listen, you
Just wanted to
guys.
make sure.
I know I sound more confident, but look at this. And then I whip out the shield. And then I
shit.
I looked at my wrist. It doesn't work for a second. I'm like, hold on. I swear it's
Anxiety issues.
it works. And then you see the shield. I think I'm ready now more than ever. I think we should go to the library. Everybody's frozen, you
Can I-
guys.
Except
But
y'all.
we're not.
We're
not.
it's. I think it's people who aren't like us.
And as you say that, Tae-woo, you're the one, since you said except us, you notice there's a tingling sensation on your wrist, and everybody has it. You, Nicole, specifically have it,
Yeah.
but you might think it's your watch. But as you look down and everybody feel that tingle, you look down and you see another one of the runes that you had seen at JB's shop beforehand. But it's, rather than it being on clothing, it's inside your skin.
Oh wait.
It looks like
Whose
yeah.
skin?
It looks
Everybody's
almost
skin?
like everybody's skin. It kind of looks like scar tissue has formed in the shape of the rune. But as you all look at it, it glows like a soft orange color, and then you see like it kind of morphs itself into a word that you can read,
Oh god.
and the word spreads across your wrist as freedom,
Freedom.
and then it turns back into the rune.
It says freedom for everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I didn't want this tattoo. I didn't sign up for this one.
I was told that I can't get tattoos. My parents never let me have one. So if I show up and they see this, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. So
I think we're gonna die before that.
no. I have the shield. I'm like, I don't think so.
And just keep your watch over that tattoo.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble if they see this. But I think, listen, everybody's frozen. I don't know what's going on. I see freedom. Well, not anymore. Is everybody like
So-
running to the?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, I'm letting you know right now. So as they're setting the scene, as you get moving up, as that rune has hit and it says freedom on there, there's a story tag that everybody can use. It's gonna be, as I don't want to make it like an extra one for everything, but very specifically, you can use this as a boost in every move you're gonna make. It's called JB's gift,
Oh,
Well, that is nice.
and this is something. If you want, you can burn it for a hit later on. So it'll be like you rolled a 7 with a power of 3 to give you a total of 10. That's what that function would be for. But you can use it as a permanent +1 while you are doing things.
I put it in the chat.
Thank you,
so
JB.
I can remember.
Thank you, JB. Sorry we tried to get you.
how does he know? How does he know he's dead? He gave us a gift though.
And then also the other thing that's going to happen with this scene specifically is, what happened to the scene?
I don't know. What
Can
happened.
anybody see the library or no?
Why does it look gray?
I have no clue.
Oh, there we go.
What happened?
Let me take a look. I
If
don't
you
know.
zoom in and out and like zoom around, and you should see the library.
Okay,
Oh,
I
it's
see
gone
it.
for me too.
I see it. I'm gonna reload just in case. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, there it is. It's this now. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Anyway,
Okay.
so another thing that's going to happen is you have the JB's gift, the little rune that's in there, and you get the idea that it's a temporary thing, but it's still something that's been given to you or gifted to you.
Okay.
And it's only seeming to activate now that the pulse, the temporal field that's surrounding everything, has actually made itself known. The other part of this that's going to activate is every one of your gifts, Cassia, your whistle, Tay, your cane, Vera, your bangle, and Nicole, your watch, you will not burn their tags whenever you use them. They are not crispy for this upcoming scene. You can use them as many times as you want,
Okay.
as long as it follows the same narrative of you can't use tags in sequential order. Like if you do one move, you can't use tags used in that move for another one right after these, like a linked move.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, everybody is running to the library.
Yep.
Walking
Who's
it.
taking the lead?
I am. I'm in. Well,
You're-
I have a shield. I have a shield.
Let the shield and the sword people just take up the front. Like, I'ma just swing
Oh,
and then come up next to
tasers,
you with
yeah.
the
Do you have?
sword.
Oh,
Is,
legit.
is anything
got it.
happening with the page that Cassia has?
You'll find out.
Oh God.
Where is Cassia storing it?
And it's just like her jacket pocket.
So she has like rolled up or something?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
You're smiling too much. That makes me nervous.
I'm
Nothing
scared.
ominous about that.
Okay.
Somebody call home.
All right.
Okay, Vera, you ready?
All right, so
I'm ready when you are.
you and all right, so Vera and Nicole, you are charging at least down the sidewalk and the walkway towards where you know the entrance is. I think Nicole, you know specifically the layout of the college the best, so you're taking the lead.
Yes.
Cassie and Tay, you're bringing up the rear end for him, and as you guys are charging through, you get that it feels weird to move through this field. Like it feels like you're stepping through soup, but it's not stopping you either. You feel the pressure, but it's not slowing you down at all. It's a very bizarre feeling to like force your way through time that's frozen. But it's a strange sensation. It's not one that you're all too comfortable with, but it's not hindering you just yet. So you charge up towards it, and as you do, you see two of the guards that were standing in front. One of them is turning his head to the side. The other one has his hand halfway down to drawing his gun because he heard a noise from the inside. You push in through the front doors. The metal detectors don't go off, and you guys can freely manipulate things in the environment that are moving. Like when you touch them, you can move them however you'd like. So the doors push open, and you can see a bunch of students that are like halfway up out of their seats and like screaming, faces contorted in terror. You see another one of the guards is like laying on the ground. There's a pool of blood spreading out from where his head had hit the ground, and there was another guard in the back who's frozen as he's got his gun drawn all the way, and he's pulled the trigger, and there's an explosion, but there's no, like the bullet is only 2 inches from the barrel. The entire scene that is full of chaos, and then you see there in the center of the library, the dais raised, the book spread open, and the book starts to float up and off of the dais itself. The beam of energy is still shooting up through the sky, and that's where you see the young blonde woman that's been in the photos and has been a constant pain in your side. Vera, the one who crashed your car. Tay, Cassie, and Nicole, the one you guys saw in JB's photos, the one who passed by you in the hallways. And she turns to look at you all because she's,
Yeah.
Interesting. And she lifts her left hand up, and there's horrible looking sigils that are carved into her skin like she had done them herself. But Vera, you recognize that beforehand they had been scar tissue in the car, like they had formed on the inside of her forearm. Now they are open, they're not bleeding, but you can see that they're red and raw and cut into the flesh there. And she's like, how are you all moving?
Are you the one that stopped time?
No, the book did that. If I could do that, I wouldn't need the book. How are you all moving, though?
I really need that book.
You're the bitch who crashed my car.
And left you alive, much to my chagrin.
I won't be making that mistake.
I suspect we're moving in the same way, in the same reason you are.
No.
You must be.
And you see her head's like moving back and forth and shaking, and like the skin is shifting beneath the surface of it. It's like she's trying to figure out which direction she wants to go in, and she can't quite do it. So she turns to face all of you. She's wearing like a white cardigan, jeans, and she's got some like decent looking like hiking boots on as well. And she turns and she points directly towards Cassia. Says, you have something I need.
Oh God.
And as she says that, you feel the page starts to like shift around inside of the jacket. It's like it's trying to be pulled towards the book.
Is it moving her body physically, like is Cassia?
And Cassie herself's not moving, it's just moving the jacket. Like it doesn't have enough force to get out of her yet, or out of the pocket yet.
Cassia doubles down, grabs your jacket. You have the book that I need.
You're gonna regret that.
Okay.
And as she says that, she turns into Cassia, just.
Oh God.
Oh God, here we go again.
And she starts to walk towards all of you in the group. She's saying,
Stop.
"There's 4 of you." Interesting.
Nicole's like stuttering a little bit, but she has the shield up. She's like, "Stop. Stop right there. We don't want to hurt you."
Good. Then I'll just hurt you. And she raises her hands up and her fingers start to spread open. And as they do, the energy from the book sparks out hits her in the back. Her eyes start to glow. And it's Cassia's
it's
visage that you all see. And then the energy lance stops. And she looks towards all of you. And she throws her hands forward and 4 bolts of lightning fly from her palms toward everybody there. I need everybody to roll face danger.
Okay. I'm going to use the shield to try to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
do we want to like go one by one so we don't?
Yeah, if you want.
So we don't like screw up Foundry or anything like that. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I messaged him. He said it doesn't do it anymore, but.
All right, Maya, you go first.
Okay. I have to open.
I keep forgetting we have similar sounding names. I keep getting confused.
Sorry, Naya.
It's because she's running the 3 syllables together.
Maya.
Maya.
But, all right, so just read out the tags you're using so that everybody can hear what you are using.
Yeah, just open up the
Tell me
page.
what
So I'm
they are.
going to use summon spectral shields. That sounds like plural. Is there any way I can...
It is.
So
It is.
Can I help protect everybody who's like next to me, behind me? Maybe that will help. I don't
You
know. Spectral. Is that the only one? Yeah. Well, for that.
You also have other stuff you can do as a person.
Right,
so.
right. Calculated approach.
Okay. You were.
She's not a sleeper. Oh my God! Oh man, I made a talker, y'all.
Oh.
I would say master tactician would also work.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I don't know why that just.
And also think about it too, because like just because a tag is defensive or is offensive does not mean you can't use it in defensive measures. So like your distracting echoes, if you want, you could throw those to try and throw her aim off. Like it's something that's behind her or something along those lines. You can thinking outside the box a little bit on your power tags if you want to stack them.
I will try to distract her to make it sound like there's someone coming from behind her.
Okay.
And hopefully that works. So I'll use those.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna add the because it's on a different page, the relic.
Yeah, we'll just add a +1 to it. Yeah, we'll just add a +1.
Yeah, if it doesn't, then face danger. I'm gonna execute.
Go ahead.
Okay.
14. Nice.
Whoa!
All right. So,
I also wanted to, I know it's only for me, but I wanted to summon the shields to help everybody also.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So,
Okay.
Because the success is this large, and because I said that you guys' themes and your relics were going to be a little bit overcharged in this, very specifically,
Okay.
as you step forward in front of everybody and you bring the watch to bear, the shield pops up, and then it starts to warble, like as a moment. It's a split-second decision for you, but as it warbles, it splits into 3, and then into 6, and then into 12. Like they stack up, like shield wall in front of you guys entirely. All 4 bolts of those lightning that would have gone towards everybody strikes into the shields. They arc and they crackle and they spit and sputter and sparks are flying, and they are completely stopped entirely by Nicole's brave demonstration of power that the relic is giving her. The shields aren't ruined or hurt in any way. They are still floating there. And then as the sparks or the lightning bolts stop, they kind of coalesce back into one. And it's still floating in front of you.
Her eyes are wide and she's like surprised that it worked. She's like, oh my God. You see a little smile on her face. Oh.
Yeah. And nobody else needs to roll face danger because of Nicole's success.
Oh.
She managed to save all of you.
Whoa.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
So who wants to go first in this? You see where the person you would know, like, Tatum is the one that died, but you would know that her sister's name is Tiffany.
Okay.
So Tiffany is the one. She still looks like Cassia. And as she sees like the bolts of lightning have done nothing to you all, like her face contorts and the eyes that were glowing beforehand like flare even brighter. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Who knows her sister's name? Is it just me?
Just you.
I'll yell out. Are you doing this for Tiffany? To see what she does.
Do it for Tatum. Tiffany's the one in front of you.
Sorry, are you doing this? Are you doing this for Tatum?
Okay. And what are you trying to achieve with this?
I'm trying to get her to like calm down, to like not. I'm trying to talk her down.
Okay, you're trying to convince her.
I mean, yeah, for the move specifically, but yeah. Unless anybody else wants to try and talk her down too.
No,
it's just your move,
violence,
right?
so.
I choose violence. Okay, wait. Okay, Taewoo, I see you. Hand reaching for your gun. Maybe I can talk her down. She's doing this for a reason. Her sister was murdered. I'm like telling you. And I look
this
back
is while
at
the shield is still up, and then Tiffany is bolting towards you. So you're still trying to calm her down, but
if I shouted out her sister's name, does that do anything? Like I'm saying, like
she does pause a little bit. She's like has like a stuttered step.
Yeah.
And it's still Cassia, but she's looking back and she focuses directly on you and said, "You're not allowed to say her name." And then she shoots forward again.
Okay. Can I move out the way and Tay, you can.
I mean, if you want, you can try to use your convince roll to try and hit her with the status, or you can give the spotlight to somebody else.
Can I change the game so I can help everybody else?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to speak to her.
What would you like to do?
I'm still talking to her, but I'm throwing out her sister's name and letting her know that it's. I'm sorry that not enough attention was given to her, but it's not our fault. Everybody here, we just let's talk this out.
Okay.
This is a lot. I'm using strategic acumen.
Okay.
Argumentative traps. She's not a sleeper, so that one's not going to work. Persuasive influence, ethical navigator, and I'm going to say deceptive demeanor, only because I'm trying to be braver than I am, but I'm kind of freaking out on the inside. But I am trying to show her.
Yeah, I will say no on that one, unfortunately. I will give you the 4, but the deceptive demeanor one won't quite go there because you're not lying to her. You're trying to break through to her and appeal to her better nature.
Okay, I have.
Even though you're pretending to be brave, this doesn't quite match.
I have master tactician and calculated approach as well.
You've already used those for your phase of danger on that one. I mean, I will give you calculated approach, so you can have a 5 for this. And you're gonna change the game, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So just doing this real quick. So I want to create some juice to kind of help this story.
Perfect. You can create. You have 5 juice. You can create story tags. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What can
What are you trying to do?
I want to slow her down so everybody has a chance to get her.
Okay, so let's say you're gonna make a story tag. It'll be let's just say it's like distraction or like emotional appeal. I'll say that. So that uses 1 juice. You have 4 left. You can scale it up, or you can prolong the effect so that you guys can use this as a distraction point in every roll going forward, if you'd like.
Yes. So I'm going to scale it up. So I'm going to create that story tag, appeal to emotions, and then scale it up. And then I have 3 juice left, right?
Yep. If you can make it prolonged. So you scale it up so everybody can use it. Prolonged means you guys can use it in every move going forward until it gets burned or if it's taken out somewhere else. So that would leave you 2 more juice, and you can bank those, and you can use that juice for yourself later on if you would like. You don't have to use it all at once.
Can I give her calm too? That status?
So you would try, but unfortunately, Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Any attempts to dissuade Tiffany currently,
Yeah.
and the way that she is right now, are at a -3 for talking her down. So the two wouldn't.
It would
you
take
wouldn't be
it
able
down
use
to a
the two juices
-1, right?
effectively. No. They would say like you were trying to give her a status, and the status would just be completely negated because it doesn't break past that 3 threshold. And if you gave her a 4 status, then she would have like calm 1.
Gotcha. Oh.
That's her status filter.
So it's either
Yeah,
like use
so
all
I'm
the
telling you-
juice to give her calm 1 or use it for the other stuff. Right?
Yeah, so you made a move that everybody can use, and you have 2 juice that you can bank for yourself later on if you would like.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will bank the juice then.
Okay.
And so I'll create that.
So that
the
is-
story tag is appeal to emotions.
Just say emotional appeal. That'd be easier.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that is an ongoing, so you guys can use that. It's not something you'll be able to pull off like, oh my god, Tiffany. It's just, but you know that it's distracting her enough. So if you need to face danger, or if you think you can get a sneaky hit in, that's where it will come into play.
Okay.
So
I think
she is charging forward. She looks like Cassie. What's up?
I think everybody can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it on your character sheet in the bottom right. Nope.
Bottom right.
We know it's there. We know it's there.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't put it in the universal one. Here we go. Okay, so
Alright.
you guys have it.
So Nicole has used her intelligence and a little bit of psychological trickery to try and appeal to Tiffany's better side. It doesn't seem to quite have the convincing effect that she was hoping for, but there is a point where it looks like Tiffany is kind of shaken up a little bit, so you feel like she could be a little bit distracted between the 4 of you. She's still moving forward. Her eyes are glowing green. It is now her turn, just because of the way that the action economy works in this, very specifically. Beforehand, she looked like Cassia, and as she was charging towards everybody, you see that her face morphs once more. And rather than being Cassia, she turns into Vera. Like the whole, like whatever Vera is wearing right now is what Tiffany just suddenly turns directly into you. And as she was making her way towards Nicole, she cuts hard to the right and is looking towards Vera. And as she does that, she sees a hand shoots out and it twists upside down, and her fingers start to curl in.
Great.
She hasn't done anything yet. That's the soft move. But Vera, you feel like the water inside your body is starting to fight against you, like where your blood is and where the cerebral spinal fluid, everything inside you that has water in it is starting to like lock up. You still can move and you're not in danger yet, but you have the warning there. Who would like to go next?
Bloodbender? Why is she a bloodbender? Can I go? Or is that not
Yeah.
allowed?
Blood
No, you can
benders
go.
are scary.
I would like to. So right now my hand is like curling it on itself, like as she's like trying to move it. Okay.
Can I put her token on the screen just so I can have a good idea of like placement? Or
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you guys are at the entrance of the library, all 4 of you, and then she's running towards the group, and then behind her is the book.
Okay. Just to like throw it off a little bit.
Mhm.
I kind of just want to shapeshift my legs to go faster. Cheetah legs.
Okay.
oh gosh. Of course.
So, what are you trying to do with this? Are you just trying to change the game, or are you trying to do something specific?
I specifically, since she's like turning towards me, I want to like get out of her range.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to to prepare to like run at her straight on, like like pull back and then
Mm-hmm. To prep.
take
Okay.
time to to prep.
Okay. This will be a go toe-to-toe move then. So, let's
Okay.
do this.
Oh ye dice gods, please be nice to me today.
Come on, you got this.
Okay, I got shapeshifting for leggies, get cheetah legs.
Yep.
I'm not attacking yet. I'm just like, or can I attack in this? like with go toe to toe?
Yeah, you can if you would like. So
Okay.
the higher your chance or the higher your success, the more things you can do. So you can remember if you get a 10 plus, you can achieve a goal, which would be like the backup. You can hit them with the status, or you can avoid their counterattack. Those are the 3 options. So if you get a 10, you can choose 2 of those.
If I get a 10, I can choose 2 of those. Okay. So main goal is shapeshift to like get out of her range, and then like run up to her really quick to like use the sword against the back of her legs. That's pretty much it.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, and remember you can use all of your tags for your relics multiple times this time around. So.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh.
I want to do grants good luck.
They're not gonna.
Leave?
So when they burn, we can just reload it.
Yeah.
Okay, because mine got burned
Okay.
immediately.
Yeah. No,
Leave
you
my
can reload it.
opponent. And I have like one more that I can do. Ruthless, because can't
There
go
you
wrong
go.
with that. Can't go wrong with
Perfect.
the ruthless.
Can't go
Okay.
wrong
All
with
right,
that.
let's roll it. Roll it.
Rolling.
Move all.
Why does it load so slow? There it is.
Okay, no. Because it wants
That's
to build.
nice.
It wants to build tension. Oh! See?
Nice. Nice. Alrighty.
Okay.
So which of those 2 would you like to do, Vera?
Okay, I wanted to achieve my goal, and I also want to give them a status.
But.
Nope. You
No.
shush.
Okay.
You already chose.
Okay.
So achieve your goal and give them the status.
Darn it.
So, as she is charging towards you, she turns into Vera. And you see that you feel that tension in your chest and in the very bloodstream that's pumping through you. Your heart's starting to feels like it's seizing up a little bit. Rather than that, you manage to tap into the primal essence that controls your mythos. Your legs transform and you skitter backwards, just out of her reach. And as she was trying to close it in, rather than let that lie, you have the bangle on, you throw your hand down, the bangle slides off towards your fingers, and in that moment it turns into the elongated sword that you had beforehand, and you dash forward. I'm going to say you cut around to the left and you bring it up, and in that moment of ruthless spite, I'm going to say you're aiming right for the back of her neck. Correct?
Oh, knees. I'm going to the back of their knees.
Oh,
I'm
for
trying to knock
knees?
her down.
Okay.
Yeah, knees.
Oh, yeah,
All
she
right.
said easy.
So rather that, you see the neck, you see it's like a good spot, but you're like, you know what? No. And then you bring it down to the back of her knees, and where you slice forward, it's like you're trying to go for the tendons in the back. As it hits, there's something that stops it. There's and you can see around the back where it would hit. You cut into the skin a little bit. She is hurt and she's starting to bleed, but it's like there's a magical essence on the inside that's fighting off against yours. And she didn't expect that level of speed from you, but she turns her head over her shoulder to look at you as you swung it down, and she drops down into a slight squat to keep the blade trapped underneath the back of her leg. And she says, no. And then she puts her hand back out and lets loose another lightning blast. This is where you need to face danger for me. You didn't choose to avoid the counterattack, so now it's anything that'll get you out of it. If you fail, this will be electrocuted 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really, Drake?
I'm facing danger, and that's just a straight roll.
If you would like. If you have other attacks you could use. Because remember, you have Nicole's help for the tag, and you also have JB's gift.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
JB's gift.
Okay.
So I will say you managed to do a tier 1 status to her.
Okay. Alright. Then what I'll do then is
Forgot JB's gift.
I'm just gonna have my spectral foxes to protect me. Or
Okay.
try to.
Come, my children.
Come, my children,
And-
protect your mothers.
Remember, you've got Superb Manipulator, you've got Phantom Bark, you've got stuff you can use. Don't think you can't use it.
Okay. Spectral foxes, Phantom Bark, thank you for reminding me of that, to either disorient her or bust her eardrums.
There you go.
There you go.
And I'm also gonna do JB's gift.
Yeah, we're just gonna add a +1 to whatever you roll, so just do your 2 and then we'll add on top of it, just because I don't like the way Foundry handles this stuff.
Okay.
I think you can add it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I clicked it, but
Yeah, you
I don't
click
know
on
if it'll
it.
go through. Okay,
It
well,
should.
we'll see what happens. I clicked that. I have 3 now, and then
Oh wait, I have a help point on you. I think.
I wonder if
but
that's carried over.
Yeah, those got lost.
It didn't.
Okay, we'll just say you have on it. So it's an extra. So it's an extra +2. So you have a +4 to this roll. Those rolls.
Yeah.
or I have an extra +4 to this roll. Okay, and then I used ruthless last time or pure spite.
Ruthless.
Okay, I'm gonna do spite this time.
Okay. So 5.
Okay. Dice gods, be nice to me.
You got this.
Please.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
So, as her hand extends towards you and you see that crackle of energy, it forms between her fingertips and it like lances down towards the center of her palm before it shoots out. You have the spectral foxes that you summon up around you and they start to like curl up around her arm and she's like, what the fuck? And then you hear the phantom barks going off, so her head turns to the side and she lets loose that lightning bolt 3 inches away from the side of your face as it carks through and it hits the bookshelf behind it. It hits hard enough that the books start to scatter, but they're also starting to set themselves on fire. But as they hit through the air, they freeze in time. See the flames that are licking up along, the flames are frozen as well. Who would like to go next?
Yay.
Thank you, my children.
Andrew, Cassia, which one would you like to go?
Squitches.
Cassia, do you want to go?
Sure. You said she can't really be swayed in. She doesn't seem to be swayed in, so.
I didn't say that. I just said that it would be really hard to do so. The filter is there to make things more difficult. So your strategy could work, but you are it's going to be a little bit tougher. Also, you get the sense looking at her that she's emotionally distraught and she is empowered by the book behind her. So what she could normally do seems to have been buffed. Just a little bit.
Use the whistle.
Yeah, that's really what Cassia's gonna do, is Cassia's gonna pull out the whistle
And before you use the whistle, I need you to make an investigate roll for me.
Oh.
Okay. Just raw dog?
Don't
and
say
the reason
right.
I need you to make an investigate roll is it's a twofold reason, but one of them is you're looking at Vera fighting Vera, and while in your mind you know which one is the right one, for some reason something is happening to where you're actually not sure.
No.
Oh no. Sorry, Vera.
Please don't hit Vera. Don't hit the real Vera.
All right.
Friendly. No.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now roll it's going to be go toe to toe. She is not in a prime position for you to attack, so it is still just go toe to toe.
Ain't nothing friendly about it.
If you're going to attack her.
I am going to attack.
Okay.
I'm going all 3 on the whistle, and then chaos, projection, loud noises to really hone it in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And so it's +4.
Okay. Roll for me.
I believe in thee. One of your weakness attack, I don't need your help.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh.
Choose one.
Nice. Okay. 9, not bad.
Choose one. I managed to achieve my goal.
And which is that? So achieving your goal would be what? Because if you want to attack, that's going to be the status. Like achieving the goal would have been sort of like what Vera had done, where she had gotten away from her and then moved forward, or if you were trying to take something from her, or if you were both like diving for something.
I'm
like
trying to subdue her, so.
That's still going to be an attack, so you'd have to do a status rather than achieving the goal. That's the weird part about go toe to toe. Achieve the goal is very specific in what you can do.
I'd give him a status with Tier 4.
Okay. So, as you step to the side and you bring out the silver whistle that you had beforehand, you can see Vera fighting Vera, and then Nicole is there. She's turned, at least so that she's not within the way of the path of destruction that might come out from there. And you suddenly lose track of which Vera is the real Vera. Like beforehand, she had the glowing eyes, she had the sword in the back of her leg, but in your mind, it's like it's being scrambled. And then she turns to look at you, and the other Vera is also in that same boat, and it looks like both of them are like mirror images of each other. You let the blast go loose. Vera, there's a special maneuver she has. It's called transpose, where any attack she would take while transformed into one of the crew, you would take instead. So now it's going to be reduced, obviously, because it's not. It wouldn't be fair for the crew to be PvPing each other at this point. So rather than that, you're going to take a status of 1. It'll be reduced down. Like what she would take would have been a status of 1 because of how strong Cassia hit, but is now going to you. So you're going to take. What was the status you wanted to give Tiffany? Cassia.
Ruptured eardrum.
Okay, we'll say ringing ears because of the lowered status. So you have ringing ears 1.
Okay.
And then as you see that happen, you don't know which one hit, but at that moment you start to feel the page that's tucked into your pocket starts to feel hot. It's not burning, but it is getting uncomfortably warm for you now. And there is a light starting to spill from it. And as you reach down to like try to adjust it or whatever, you feel the touch of it, and then your eyes like spark a little bit. And then you start to see like where the library itself is at. You hadn't seen it before, but now you're starting to see arcane sigils that are floating in the air. Sort of like what you saw at JB's shop, but inside the wall. Now they're in the air themselves. Some of them are on the ground, and they're various different ones that you have never seen before, but they start off on the ground, and they're growing a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. And there's a part of you that knows that the page wants to meet the book. And then there's also another part of you that sees the sigils, and you have that same memory you had of what you did in JB's shop. So that would be your turn. Unless you have something else you want to do.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So as the destructive blast from the whistle rings through the air and it hits Vera, the fake Vera takes a step back and she smiles and she shifts back to Tiffany, like that blonde woman that you saw beforehand. She's like, oh, this is going to be a lot more fun than I thought. And then she looks towards you, Taewoo. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, Taewoo.
And then she turns into you as well.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
And as she does that, I would need you to figure out what you would like to do for her.
For her?
Where is the... Where... For? What? For her? What?
No, just go ahead.
Where is the book?
The book is behind her.
Okay. I am going to use my cane
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
to summon a flaming chainsaw.
Nice.
I am going
Oh,
to teleport behind her
Oh!
Oh.
and destroy the book with the chainsaw.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Alrighty.
Okay.
I will say, for the purposes of this, because you didn't give anything away, this can be a hit with all you got. She's distracted. She's got all this stuff going on, so this will be a hit with all you got for you, Tay.
Nice. Okay. Please work.
I want to
Please.
destroy that skin book.
Okay.
I will say, just as a point of story reference,
Yeah.
one of the crew has a vested interest in this book being whole.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
Aw, man.
Okay, he knows. He knows.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So Tay's trying to destroy the book. Just so you're aware.
Oh no, I heard it. I came I shut the door
I
on the
saw-
person and I was like, I gotta go.
Oh, you can hear it? You can still hear it at the
Yeah,
door?
no, I could hear it from downstairs. I like shut the door. It was my neighbor, and I was like, I heard
me alone.
chainsaw and book, and I was like, talk later. Here's your stapler.
Right.
Can I use the +1 from JB here too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. I think that's all that's relevant here. I'm looking over my tags.
Okay.
Nobody has help points for him?
think Cassia has one, but
Cassia does. She's not gonna help him
Oh.
the book.
Anything she would try to hurt point him on this, but she doesn't know specifically. But yeah, I get it.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
And can I burn a tag here?
Oh.
You cannot burn tags. So here's the thing: you can't
what?
burn tags in this system in conjunction with using moves. Unfortunately, so like you'd have to burn the tag itself, and that would just give you the 7 with the 3 power. But you can't do that and then add other stuff on top of it.
Oh, that's
you can
that's
in
true.
Otherscape,
That's
but
true.
not in this one.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Aye.
Then I'll roll.
He
I
could
think
do
I'm
it for a
still waiting
different
your-
role, though, right? Like a new move. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna roll with these 3? Oh, and then JB's gift, so it's a +4.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's confirm.
Finger. Yes.
Nice. All right. So you get to choose 2 of those. You can secure a superior position, get them good, so give them a tier +1. You can control the collateral damage. You can hold their attention, or you can gain the upper hand and take 1 juice. Which of the 2 would you like to choose? Because you're already going to deal a tier 4 status. These are in addition to that.
Okay. So I will take the first one. Take a superior position to make sure that if she tries to retaliate, she won't be able to. And I'll take a juice.
Okay. Perfect.
Darn it.
All right.
What do you want me to
No.
Yeah. But tell me specifically how you would like to do this. You don't tell me what happens to the book. Just tell me the visual one more time. Describe how Tay handles this.
As I see all this chaos emerging around me, the shields going up, Vera, and the whistle going and deafening real Vera, and fake Vera smiling, laughing, and she keeps shape-shifting into different members of my crew. I realized my first intention was just to take the cane and just knock her head off with it. But then I realized she's drawing this power from the book, or at least that's what I'm surmising at this point. So I change plans last minute after I see Cassia's attempt fail, and the damage that Vera did be very minimal. And I'll go to the source of the power. So that's he will take his cane and look like he's gonna take a nice swing with it, but in that process he will change it in appearance to make it look like a flaming chainsaw. The motor starts revving, and it's just like a chainsaw from hell.
Ghost Rider chainsaw.
Ghost Rider, exactly. And he will blink out of existence for just the briefest moments. Just like what's the X-Men that does that?
Nightcrawler.
Oh, I was thinking of that.
Nightcrawler, thank you.
That movie where he just forgot.
Yeah, so Nightcrawler just kind of poof and reoperate right by the book, and he'll just bring the chainsaw right down onto it.
Oh, I was thinking of Jumper.
Alrighty.
That movie Jumper.
Yeah.
Boom.
So as you do your intense chainsaw manifestation, you see the fake you, whose eyes were glowing at the moment, her eyes widen as the chainsaw manifests, and you take a step forward, and she moves towards you like she's about to intercept it, and then you disappear. You reappear behind her. The chainsaw comes right down. The book itself is floating in midair, so as you bring the chainsaw down and the teeth are like whirring and grinding and hitting, it's magic hitting magic. It hits that stream, that barrier, and they're clashing together. It's trying to chew through it, and it's trying to go, and it's trying to go. And you hit it hard, you hit it fast, and you hit it with a very strong hit. Yet, it's clashing and it's trying to carve through that magical barrier, and it's not quite finding the purchase. It's still there, and you see that like where the energy has been leaking around it, kind of forming like its own little shield, you see that it's marred, and it's permanently marred as well. So the book itself is fine, but it is taking the status of, it'll be a tier 2 status from you instead of tier 4. But we'll say marred 2, and I'm keeping track of this on some separate sheet just so I have it all. But you did some damage to the shield barrier, but not the book itself. The magical energy that's emitting from it, though, is pretty powerful, but you did manage to do a good chunk of damage to it in that moment.
Okay.
Who wants to go next? I can do this like initiative, or I can let everybody kind of just popcorn around and take the turn as they want. It would be Nicole's turn next. That's why I don't want to.
Oh, I don't really care about the initiative. Someone could go if they have a better idea. If they have,
Cassia's
yeah.
gonna try and talk her down now. Or
Okay.
at least persuade her.
There you go.
So, and then as Tay has done his heavy blow, you see like she turns around. As she does, she twists back into Tiffany. She's the blonde woman once more, and she says, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she like starts to make her way towards where Tay's at. She's still within earshot of you. She's still like kind of surrounded on all three sides from Vera, Nicole, and you. What are you gonna do to talk her down?
So my move is. Do we know? So only Nicole knows her true name, and we just know her as this blonde woman, right? Like we don't.
Well, Nicole had said it earlier. She's called out to Tiffany, so you would know.
Okay. So Cassia would. She's gonna do like a combination of things. She can sense one's darkest desires.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making sure that was on the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna go, I heard a rumor about your sister. We want the same things. Please just stop.
Okay.
We both want the book.
And she looks towards you. She says, "Why do you need it?" And I need you to roll your convince now.
Okay.
Do we have a tag limit? I'm assuming we do, right?
No. I don't give a shit about tag limits.
Okay.
That's why status filters exist.
Okay, also, we have cunning negotiators from the crew theme card as well.
Oh,
Yep.
crap, yeah.
I think it's
The
gonna
crew
give
themes
me
will burn.
-1 on the emotional appeal, but I'm trying to do the emotional appeal. Can I just throw on like...
we're just going to figure out what the total is, and then I will do the math, and I will tell you what it comes out
Okay.
to.
And then I'm giving myself a +1.
Okay.
Okay.
So, sense one's darkest desires, I'm trying to reach into what she wants with this book, which is most likely revenge, and she's trying to plead her case. Like, we both want the book. I heard a rumor, disarming aura, whispers of invisibility, cunning negotiators, and then emotional appeal.
Okay. And then I will put reluctant fighter on there because you are trying to avoid fighting her at this point in time. You're trying to talk her down. All right.
Yeah, you put it on there, and then it was gone.
Oh, should say.
It's on there now.
Oh, now it's double gone.
It's there.
Now it's crushed. Yeah.
Just, God. Yeah. Should be good to go.
Okay, +1.
You got this.
All right, so 1, 2,
There
3,
you
4,
go.
5. Yeah, cool. All right, you got 11. So you would do a tier 6. It is reduced by 3, but now you can do a tier 3. So you can give her a relevant status. You can change her agenda to include yours for the time being. So you're trying to talk her down. You're trying to prevent her from attacking. So which would you rather do? Would you rather give her a status, or would you rather talk her or make her change her agenda?
I'd make her change her agenda.
Okay. Temporarily for the time being, she will. And you're trying to stop her from attacking you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she's paused in that moment, and she's looking at you. She's looking at Tay as he is taking a swing at the book and the electrical or the energy that's sparking off of it. And she asks you that very specific question, like, "Why do you need it?"
I know you need it for whoever for Tatum. I need it for my brothers.
Are they dead too?
They will be if that book is gone.
I can't let you have it. This is the only way to bring her back. And she's looking away from you towards the book once more.
I need my brothers. I need my friends. There's a lot of lives on this. I need this
about
book.
Everybody else's life. I want Tatum's back. Why do you think I did all this?
Are you gonna bring
Think
back
that
the
fucking
dead?
bitch knew what she was doing? No, she had no clue.
What did Ashley do?
She's the one that killed her. And in that moment, everybody that
What?
hears that rings out, the book itself sparks, and Tiffany's body glows a little bit more, and there's like the temporal energy that has been twisted and distorted around it. Everybody can see above Tiffany's head a memory that's coming through. And she finds out, and then you see a grisly vision of Ashley, your roommate, in a dirty alleyway in downtown. A woman that looks exactly like the woman standing before you is there, and she's drunk. She's kind of staggering. And then you see Ashley grabbing a 2x4 from a pile of trash, and she's coming behind her, and she swings, and she hits her, and she hits the ground, and then Ashley just continues to savagely swing the 2x4 down, battering her over and over again. And you hear her crying out, and she can't quite get away. And then the body goes still, and you see Ashley's heaving, and she pulls up a sleeve, and the same mark that Tiffany has on her inner forearm starts to like glow and form on Ashley's wrist in this vision that you're all seeing. And then the vision fades back to nothing. She took her away from me. She's been doing this the entire time to try and get the book to do what it's doing now, to unlock it like I've been, and I beat her to it. And I'm not letting it go. And she turns away from Cassie. She's not attacking you, but she's looking towards the person that's attacking the book. And she says, get away from it. And she snaps her fingers. And then the book itself flares, and there's a burst of energy that pops up off of it. I need everybody to roll face danger.
At this point, can I use the 2 juice to help as a buffer to help?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want, you can try to do it again. Like if you get a success as good as you did last time, I would say you can use your shields to protect everybody again.
Okay. So let me just open that second one again. So once again, summon the spectral shield. I could do a couple other stuff, but I'll wait. Let's see. Master Tactician, Calculated Approach.
Yep.
That's only 2. That's the only ones I can think of right now. Can I use JB's gift as well?
Yep, absolutely. And then you can use your 2 juice if you want.
Okay, and then I'll use the 2 juice as well. And that I might have to add a +2. I can't do that myself.
Yeah, that would be a 6. I need you to put your weakness tag fixated.
Okay.
And then physically taxing as well from your shields.
Physically oh, okay. Let me just keep both of them.
So you would be at a +4.
+4? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll. I don't think it's gonna show +4, but I can adjust.
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
So right now it's +3. Oh, thank you for the help point.
All right.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay.
Why
did you change the game? You're not doing change the game. You're doing,
I forgot.
This is Space Danger.
Yeah. I don't know. I forgot to change it.
All right. So anyway, I will say because of that though, you see what she's doing, and then you have that master tactician side of you. You would understand what she's going to be doing the moment her hand raises. She's not attacking Cassia, so she's still avoiding the idea of hurting her, but she is trying to get everybody away from the book. So her agenda is her own still, but she is not hurting anybody quite yet. And as she snaps her fingers, you have that split-second decision, and then what do you think of each of the crew members as you're summoning these shields? Like, do you have any specific thoughts towards them, or what's going through your mind as you pull the shields up?
That I just don't want anybody to get hurt, and hopefully I can help them out with this new shield that I have.
Okay. So you find your niche in that moment, and then as that burst of energy shoots out, it's like it turns into like spear points, but then the shields drop down in front of Vera, in front of Tay, in front of Cassie, and in front of yourself. And rather than any of that happening, they strike the shields, and then the magical energy splinters and like fragments off.
Okay. Nice.
All right. So you're the one I need to take out first.
Okay. Listen. It's hard. It's like taking out the cleric first.
Yeah. Take out the healer.
Yep. Yeah, that was my move. So.
No, that was just the face danger move. You can still make another move if you'd like. I'm not gonna lock you down like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, can I use my shield if she's turning around? Because I imagine I'm behind her. She turned around to face the book. Can I hit with all I've got and hit her with my shield? And I'm just trying to knock her out.
So in order to hit with all you got, you would have had to have pushed yourself in a superior position, which would go toe to toe. I'll give it to you though, because she has her attention split among so many different things. So yeah, I'll say you can hit with all you got. You can't use any of the tags you just used. Okay. Unfortunately.
It's okay. Okay. What did I just use? Let me just look at that list. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna use Spectral Shield Bash, highlight enemy weak points. I'm trying to find the best spot to hit her as I'm analyzing her.
Perfect.
Did I use strategic? I don't think I used strategic acumen. Did I?
You did not. Nope.
I didn't. Okay.
You can use it.
Okay. I did. Can I use distracting echoes to make her even more distracted? Yeah. I'm not trying to have her turn around.
No, I get you. Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So I'm gonna execute. Oh my god! I keep having it on the wrong core move. But it was.
So I'll tell you, it's a 13. I'll tell you what you can do with it.
Okay.
So, with a hit with all you got, you can take cover, secure superior position. You can get them good with a +1 tier. You can control the collateral damage. You can hold their attention, or you can gain 1 juice. You have you used 4, so if you hit them,
I'm gonna
with the +1, it'll be like a 5 tier.
I do want to do a tier 5 status to add on. Has anybody else hit her? I just want to know.
No.
Nobody else has hit her?
Vera did.
Vera did. She nicked her.
I tried. She's made of rubber.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
So.
Yeah, I know this will be subtracted for some reason or other, but I will do the tier 5 status. And
and you have 1 more you can choose. If you get a superior position, she can't counterattack.
Yeah. So I'll do that. But the tier 5 will be I'm trying to knock her out. So whatever the subtracted of the 5 is, woozy
so
or.
If you're gonna say you're gonna be if you're gonna say you would be battered 5 would be normal, or bashed 5 we could say.
Yeah.
It is reduced by 3, so it would be we'll say battered 2, and I'm keeping track of this. So it will stack on top of Vera's. So right now she is at a status of 3 physically.
What should we call that? Bash.
I'm tracking it. Don't worry about it. I'm tracking it. It's fine.
I'm adding it in Foundry just so I can visually see it myself as well.
Okay, so just say battered 3.
3? Okay, cool.
All right. So as you take advantage of Tiffany's split attention, you have the shield in front of you. You've used it as of right now defensively only, and then instead of that, what's going through your mind when you attack her?
Oh, what's going through my mind? Oh my god, am I gonna do this? I've never hit anybody before, and then I go and then I just use it and then hit her right in the back of the head.
All right. So as that happens and you have the watch, you feel that, and then you kind of have there's a moment where even though the temporal field's screwing with everything and making your skin tingle and everything is wacky and out of place, you look down and you know that the bracelet that you're wearing, the watch you're wearing, is from your dad, and you have those little wisps of his voice rolling around the back of your head. And you look towards Tiffany, and before she can turn her head towards you, it's spots on her have highlighted in gold. There's one in the back of her head, one in the back of her knees that hasn't been hit yet, and it's there's another one on her forearm that's glowing. All 4 of those runes, or the sigils that are on her forearm, are glowing brightly. And then you leap or lurch forward, and you send the shield battering into the back of her skull that tips her forward and off of her game. She kind of stumbles forward, and she spreads her hands out, and she skids to a stop. And she whips her head up, the hair is flying backwards and it's starting to lift up.
Yeah.
Enough of this. And then she turns back towards you. You've already secured the superior position, so the shield is formed.
Yeah.
And she looks back towards Cassia, almost like she's been betrayed.
Oh god.
Not quite.
What?
Almost. Almost like she's been betrayed. Not quite.
Okay, somebody do something while I bashed her.
Mm-hmm. And she's rather than paying attention to you, though, she's going to pay attention to the person that's behind the book that attacked it. And she looks directly towards you, Tay, and you lock eyes with her for a moment, and they start to glow. And it's like time for you freezes around everybody else. Like time is still going normally for you people, but for Tay, it's like he's frozen in that moment. You start to feel like your skull, like the brain on the inside, is starting to shift and lose focus, and you start to see double. I need you to roll face danger against this for me. Anything that'll help you fight off a magical and a physical attack. So they'll work in both fashions.
There we go. That one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch me, bro. Get me every time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch me. Don't do it. Answer yourself.
No touchy. No touch.
Oh God, the music.
Sorry.
Intense.
I don't know if that one. Those
Yeah.
are the ones I'd use. Feel free to.
Perfect. So just for the audience at home, the tags are: "Don't touch me, bro. Visceral sense of danger. I know what you're thinking and predicts every move in a fight." So yep, I will allow it. I will confirm.
Right.
Nice.
Perfect. Managed to shrug it off entirely.
Yay, there we
All right,
go.
so, yeah.
Can I say
The
something?
status she would have given you? Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you. The status she would have given you would have been disoriented 4, and you feel like she was trying to affect your brain chemistry with like it's almost like she was trying to like squeeze your brain to where it wasn't working properly.
Oh my god.
Whatever you'd like to do, you can narrate as you wish.
Yeah, as I'm holding this flaming chainsaw, trying to break through this magical barrier to get to the book, I'm gonna still keep working at it. But when I see her do this, I'm just gonna say, "Back off, bitch," or the book burns.
We'll see if you burn first.
Sheesh.
Alrighty. So, in the turn order, would it be Vera now? Actually, so Vera, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Oh God, Tebu's mad.
Yeah. So just as a point of order, your sword is still out and everything, but your cheetah legs are not. You only did it temporarily for that one move, just so you're aware.
Okay. I only did temporarily for that one move. Then,
So you can do whatever you'd like to do now. I'm just letting you know that like you used the cheetah legs for a burst of speed to do that, and then it faded. Like you did like a temporary transformation. So now you're back to normal Vera with the sword.
right. I think like my goal is just to like disorient her while Tay does his thing. Just confuse the heck out of her. So I'm gonna do shape-shifting once again. Also, question for this.
Yep.
My shifting into a fox is completely different looking from like my spectral foxes. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't make myself look like one of my spectral foxes.
Yeah, you can.
I can?
Yeah,
Oh.
if you want to look like a spectral fox, you can.
That's
make
a
it.
sick combo.
I want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Shape-shifting to look like one of my spectral foxes, and I'm going to conjure them as well.
Perfect. That's 2.
Okay.
You're trying to disorient her, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Phantom Bark again,
Okay.
just for the added chaos.
Do it.
Okay. 3.
Do it.
And what do I want to add? Because like I kind of want to do Touch of Madness, just
Yeah,
to
go
like
for it.
It's
mess
like-
with her head. Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to cause chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm.
Go for it.
This is what I live for.
There you
Okay.
So my question for you is: you're not trying to attack her; you're trying to disorient her. I will say you can make this a change the game, so you can give her like a disoriented status ongoing to stack on top of the one Nicole has given her,
Yes.
or you can attack her with the status if you'd like. But it would be a go toe to toe. Currently.
No, I just want to change the game. I just want to mess with your head.
Okay. Okay, so that's 4 there's a +4 with the change the game. Was roll for it, and then wait. You should have a -1 from the ringing in your ears. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
Cassia.
Dice gods, be nice to me. I didn't mess up at work today, so I deserve it. Just waiting for the approval.
Come on, Foundry.
Come on.
Let's see. Ringing ears, and I'm gonna hit overextended too.
Darn.
That makes sense.
Confirm. Yeah.
Okay. Hitting
Guys are doing a lot.
overextended as well.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Dice gods, be nice to me.
Holy shit, they were.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you
So
love
you got
to see
three
it.
juice. You got 3 juice. What do you want to do with it, Vera?
Sheesh.
I got 3 juice. Oh gosh.
So create a story tag. You can burn a power tag or a story tag. So if you want, I will give you this right now. You can burn all 3 juice to get rid of the status filter that is reducing the damage from everything.
Oh, please.
Yes, that one. What he
Okay.
just said.
All
What do I click?
All right.
Yes.
No, it's fine. You would click burn a, or was it the burn a power tag or a story tag? It's going to be her, basically a power tag for her, a story tag. She is going to have this where the filter, like the magical barrier that's been protecting her, you can burn that using your spectral foxes in your new form. So
Oh, thank God.
Unburned power tag,
It's
and
constant.
story tag.
Yeah.
And I clicked that. So essentially,
That's fine,
like
yeah,
how
I-
this.
tell me how it looks.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Tell me how
How
it
it
looks.
looks?
Go for it.
Okay. First, like instantaneously, like all of her like foxes come out. I think you said like I can summon around like 6 of them. Like,
I don't care how many you want. Like you're in an area where your magical
Oh.
abilities are like slightly boosted, so go nuts.
100
Go as
fucks.
far as you
Oh, there's
want.
at least 12. There's a dozen.
All right.
And then like
All right.
I turn into one at the same time as I'm like releasing them, just so you can't tell like where I went, like which one is me, and we're kind of like running around each other like a little circle, like
All right.
death march
Perfect.
around her, all barking, all barking at once, and then I
Alrighty.
sneakily behind her go up and touch her to give the madness.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that touch of
Perfect.
madness.
So everybody that is seeing, you see Vera has the sword, and then like the sword like basically transforms itself back into the bangle as she's looking at it. She leaps forward, and then she turns into. You've seen the spectral foxes before, and as she turns into it, dozen of them pop out of her. It's more than you've ever seen her pull out in one shot at any given time. And she lands on the ground. They all start running around. They all start creating this little chaotic thing. You see Tiffany's looking around like, what the? She's like trying to move out of the way, and they're like snagging her attention. She's not paying attention to Tay anymore. And then as Vera gets up behind her and she hits her with the paw, that madness strikes, and she sees both of her hands reach up and starts to like grip at her skull. You don't do any damage to her, but that you see like where the glyphs on her forearm were, they're glowing. You see 2 of them suddenly just stop existing. They're no longer there. So she has blank flesh up there. She has the sigils again right here. It's like the protection and the barriers are gone from her, and she's like screaming internally, and her eyes are like going bloodshot, and she looks back up towards Tay. That's the sole focus for her right now, even though she knows she has other people behind her, and it's like she's devolving. Like her mental state is fracturing even more rapidly than beforehand. So now it is the DM's move.
Daewoo, go! Oh, yeah, you do have to go too, yeah.
I do all mine in between it, so it's mostly it's soft moves or hard moves. And currently, this is going to be a hard move. So, as she is doing this whole rigmarole of having this like mental breakdown, she takes a step towards the book, and then you see her reach up and she slaps her hand on the sigils that are on her forearm, and it's like she's not able to concentrate fully, and then her nails dig into her skin and she yanks through.
Ooh.
And one of them is torn open. She's not bleeding, but it's like as she tears it open, you see this green, like almost like semi-transparent fluid pouring out of her. And as she does, it's like she grabs it and she slams her hands together, and there's another burst of energy that pops up off of her. The book itself, where the marred gouge that Tay had been able to carve, it starts to stitch itself back together. So the marred condition is reduced by 1 now. It goes back to, instead of marred 2, it becomes marred 1.
Ah, okay.
So how do I
So
change
just so I understand, there's no more like shield around Tiffany though. She is
Correct. She is completely exposed.
all right.
Now it'll be going to. Oh, if you like to go, you can. Or
No,
it's
I'm just gonna
cast
say. I just
movement.
wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
Who else? Who wants to go? Go, because
Okay. So, Cassia, it's going to be your move, but that page that's been burning a hole in your pocket right now starts to float up and out away from you. And rather than it flying directly towards the book like it might make sense, it unfurls in front of you. The plastic covering that about it has burned away completely now. It's just ash as hits the ground. As it unfurls in front of you, that skin page that had been found inside of Ash's room, you notice you can read it now. Where beforehand it was a random mishmash of different letters and syllables and sigils and glyphs of everything. You can now read it, and you can see the correlation between the sigils that were on Tiffany's arm and what's going on. And then you also notice that the drawing, the figure on the center of the page, has protection sigils that you notice on the ground. And you get the sense in that moment that if you destroy the sigils, you can almost end what the book is doing. It's like the page is trying to tell you specifically how to defeat the book in front of you. So you're going to get a +1 from this page.
Yeah, Cassia's gonna... I mean, she doesn't have anything physical to, like, ruin the ruins with. That's the thing.
You have your whistle.
Yeah, that's true. She's gonna go to the nearest ruin then, and try her sigil. And try to do something similar with her whistle to what she did to the ruin in JB's shop. On whatever it's on.
Perfect. So this will be a hit with all you got. And if you like, you can call out to the rest of the crew what you know.
Yeah, she's going to yell at Tay, specifically. Don't destroy the book, we need the book!
Burn the page! It's evil!
And then she's gonna say, get the sigils on the ground, or in the sky, they're protecting her. And she's gonna sprint over and try and hit with all she has on the one sigil that's closest to her.
Okay, so the one sigil that's closest to you is one that's embedded in the floor, and like the light that's glowing off of it, you can see like the arcane like network that's pulling off of it, and you notice that as you get closer, you can see like the ley lines and how it connects to the book and how it's spreading out and how it's adding like just an extra bit of oomph to the shielding around it.
Yeah, it's this plus a 1, so it's everything from the whistle again.
Okay. And then +1. You can also use JB's gift.
Yeah.
You're not using it?
No.
I have a.
You
I
could.
do have a help. I'd like to add a help
could.
point.
I feel like it's gonna get worse.
Wow.
Okay, so Tay is adding a help point for you.
Okay. +2.
So we'll just, yeah.
Okay. +2.
Hey, it worked. So you would get so as you call out to the crew and you're running over and you see the one on the ground and you bring the whistle, you know it has that incredible destructive force. You've used it to destroy the mannequins, and your mind flashes back to the mannequins and you realize you weren't destroying the wood that was being splintered. The wood splintering was just a consequence of what had really happened. As you hit it with that sound wave, that magical energy and essence, you were dissolving the runes that were on the body, which allowed it to fall apart and splinter. The fact that it destroyed itself and it became ash and dust later was secondary. So you turn and you aim directly at it. You let the whistle go. You're blowing through it as hard as you fucking can. And as it hits the sigil, there is that clash. It's like an ear-splitting, screeching noise. It's like feedback, psychic feedback's hitting you. It hurts, but it's not enough to cause you to like pull away. And you have that determination as it's going and it's digging and it's boring through it. And as you're hitting it, you notice that the sigils that are around the room, because of how hard you hit it, how much conviction you've got with this, you're overloading one, but it's leaping to the other ones as well. And it's like they're starting to overload too. So one glows brighter, another one glows brighter. The one behind Tay starts to glow brighter. It's like the shielding around the book is starting to like form. And as you see little cracks of light peeking through it, and the shield is starting to break and fracture. That one sigil erupts, and then the other ones start to go. It's like glass is shattering here. and then that beam of light is still shooting up into the sky, but the barrier that Tay had been trying to cut through is suddenly just completely obliterated.
Stop! I told you not. I told you not to.
So,
Oh god.
Cassia, that would be your move.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. So, Tiffany is now freaking out horribly. She sees Tay with the flaming chainsaw still trying to cut through it. She sees the sigils that were protecting the book are suddenly being destroyed. She looks down and she sees, even though she tried to pull the essence out, the one sigil that was carved into her arm is now gone as well. It's like she's losing all the power. The manifestation and power from the book itself is leaving her. It's like it's pulled away entirely, and she drops down and just like her eyes are no longer glowing, and she like tries to shake her head and she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and she reaches up towards the book once more. She's not aiming at anybody. She's completely focused on the book. She wants it and she wants to get out. Tay, it's your move.
Oh, he has a sadistic smile. What would your character do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's going to look to Cassia, who has explicitly told him moments ago that she needs the book. But Tay knows that this book is evil. Doesn't feel like anyone should have this power, especially not the Russians.
She did say she needed it for her brothers.
Oh,
earlier.
she did. Oh, that's right. I forgot that little detail.
No, I'm not letting you. I'm giving it all to you.
It's just to see them,
Okay.
not like to not kill them, right?
Okay, so this is what.
No, she said she needs it for her brothers, and she said that very specifically, if she doesn't get the book, something bad will happen to them.
Ugh.
Okay. Remembering that very important detail.
Yeah.
Tay will raise the flaming chainsaw over his head, and as he brings it down, it'll turn back into his cane, and he's going to use it to whack the side of Tiffany's head.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, let's roll. This will be a hit with all you got. Tiffany is too hurt to put herself in any kind of position to do anything to you people anymore. So
You people.
yeah, you people, you group of people. Yeah, I said it.
What do you mean?
Okay.
All right.
Stressed.
Stressed.
Pressed.
Alrighty.
Pressed, stressed.
Okay.
capital
So indestructible
ST.
club works. Emotionally impervious against guilt. Okay. That one. No, I'll give it to you. You don't feel guilty about hitting an unarmed woman on her hands and knees, reaching for a book that could bring her sister back
Yeah,
from the dead.
that's kind of how I thought about it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I got it.
Now I feel bad.
Can you use JB's gift?
He can use JP's gift and the emotional appeal because she's still under the effects of like the distraction and disorientation from Nicole. So
Nice.
you can stack it on there if you'd like.
This is why we changed the
So-
game.
Sure, I'll do that. Can I also use the one juice point that I had from before?
Yeah.
I
So,
would
yeah.
also help you because I have a help point that I did not use when you tried to destroy the book, but I will use it now.
Okay. So
Okay.
that is 1, 2, 3 points from the extra stuff. So that would be, it would give you a 6 minus 1 for your fit of rage will give you a 5 to your
Okay.
roll.
I would like to, using my one juice, to, as I swing it, put a little bit of padding at the end of the cane so it doesn't like crack her skull open, and
Okay.
it will like knock her out.
Yeah, I can give it to you. It's a non-lethal attack. You're just gonna knock her out.
Right. Yeah.
But you also don't want to like split her face open with a metal-headed cane.
Exactly.
God.
I got it.
Exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
Respect.
Roll for it, man. Let's go.
Okay.
Roll. All right.
Hey, that'll do it.
And So, yep. And then, so you're going to give the tier 4. This is the final hit tag for Tiffany. Describe it however you wish.
All right. So as I bring this cane down, which was just moments ago, a flaming chainsaw, about to destroy this evil skin book for the betterment of humanity, he looks across and sees Cassia looking at him with, I don't know how Cassia's looking at him, but making me feel a
Cassia's
little...
probably in shock.
Because she destroyed all the sigils.
Realizing that her brothers' lives are at stake here. It's not just about the book. It's not just about this evil and this crazy girl that's trying to destroy everyone that in her own tortured way is trying to retrieve her own sibling. He will, through his fit of rage, still needs an outlet for it. Transform the chainsaw into a cane, swing it down with all his might on her head, but at the very last moment, with a little bit of a pillow at the end of it, so it just kind of bonks her. And I'll give her a
Unconscious.
Unconscious 4.
Okay. And it is a hit with all you got, so you can bump it up by 1. So you can give her unconscious 5. And she doesn't have her status filter anymore. So this is a pure raw status she'll take.
All right, that's what I will do. Make sure she's out cold.
Alrighty. So Tiffany's entire attention is devoted towards getting to the book. It's like and you get the sense as you bring it around that you know if she touches the book, she can reactivate everything she just did. And in that moment, in that clutch, pivotal moment, you step around, you bring the cane down. She looks up at you, and it strikes her directly across like where her jaw is, right? That special off button point. It hits, her head twists, and it goes back to normal, and she collapses on the ground completely. Now, Tiffany is unconscious. The book's shielding is still destroyed and shattered. The beam of light is still shooting up into the air, though, and that temporal field is still going on. You have no other threats around you right now, and that's where we're going to take a break. Alrighty, and we are back, everybody. And so last we left off, and I know for y'all it was short, for us it was a little bit longer. Tae Woo has just knocked out Tiffany. The shielding and warding for the book has been completely destroyed with Cassia's overpowered whistle blow. Vera has turned herself into spectral foxes and has summoned a dozen of them, and Nicole is still manifesting the shields and keeping everything up. The moment is still tense, and the beam of energy from the book is still shooting up into the sky. The temporal field is still activated. With Tiffany unconscious in front of you guys, who wants to speak up, and what do you guys want to do?
Faye is going to be standing over the book with Tiffany's crumpled form kind of on the ground in front of him. And he'll look back at the book and then back at Cassia. Are you sure you have to give this back to them? Or give this to them? This is an incredible power that nobody really should have.
If I don't give this book back, or to whoever wants it, I lose a lot of things. A lot of people were threatened. And Cassia would take the floating page, grab it, and go over to the book.
Okay.
And try to close the book.
Okay.
Because she's trying to take it for her
What's
own.
with that sadistic laugh? What the?
I'm scared.
Don't touch it!
Alrighty. So, as you reach out for the page, it's still floating in front of you, and you can still read it at that moment. And you reach out and you grip it, and you've never touched the page barehanded before, but because the protective sheath is now gone, it's not hurt, it's not marred in any way, but you touch it and you feel the leathery texture of dried human skin becoming the page, and you snatch it out of the air and it kind of goes limp in your hand, and you can still read it's on there. And as you start to approach it, you feel this magnetic pull from the page, like it's trying to get closer to the book. But as you do, you step closer and you get closer, and the closer you get, it's like you're not seeing through your own eyes anymore. And for a brief moment, you have this vision of the book itself complete and whole with the page you're about to give it. But it's not Tiffany holding it. It's not Tay. It's not the Russians. It's not even. It's you sitting atop of a building in a throne, the book open in front of you, lazily flipping through the pages. You have your brother. You have your other brother. There's Deckard. You have your found family with Vera and Tay. It's Trudy there. Even Nicole. You find yourself surrounded by people you loved with the book.
Yay, I'm there.
Overlooking the city. And you feel not overwhelmed, you feel content for probably the first time in your life. You feel whole.
Aww.
And then that vision fades. And as you get close to the book, the page tucked out of your hand and it goes forward. The book's pages start flipping through it rapidly, and then it finds one. The page kind of pulls up and it goes down, and you can see where the skin edges are touching. There's like where it's been ripped out. It's like they're growing new sinew and blood vessels that are forming, and it pulls it down taut, and then like the flesh seals. It's like scar, but it seals itself in there. And the book's there, and then it slowly starts to close. And it slams shut and falls to the side. And on the cover of it, you see it's like a bas relief version of a skull. The skull itself its mouth is open and it looks like it's screaming. And you can see it's like the skull is pushing up and out of the front of the book, like it's trying to escape. And then the eyes are glowing, and then it slowly recedes back down into the book and settles. The temporal field is still going on, but with that brief bit of knowledge, that brief touch that you've got, every one of you feels like it's only going to last as long as the book is within it. So you can take the book and leave, and the moment you get free of the edge of it, it would end whatever spell is going on right now. But it's basically giving you an out to not run into people, to not see frightened college students explaining a knocked out girl, all of that. But Cassia, book is whole. The book is complete. And it's right in front of you.
For the first time, you see Cassia show true emotion on her face. As if the power of reuniting everything that she loves and cares for is right in front of her. And you can see her tear up because she has never felt that sense of content, that sense of peace in her life. But there's one thing holding her back, and it's Tae-woo. Tae-woo had stopped himself from destroying the book. Had stopped Cassia from having panic attacks, melting down, and giving her hugs. That despite every awkwardness that Cassia has experienced with Tae-woo, as the tears come down her face, she knows she can't use this book for what it wants her to do. And really looks at Tay and says, "You're gonna have to get rid of it."
He's gonna look at you and then look over at Nicole. You said you were good with books.
Tay, what are you implying?
I read books, yeah. But this is something otherworldly.
I'm just wondering. It's not my decision to make what we do with this book. Clearly, we know you need it to give to the Russians to ensure the safety of your brothers. My fear is that if the Russians have it, they can do even greater evil, threaten more lives.
I've seen what it could do. I've never had a peaceful day in my life. You gotta get rid of it, Tay. Or Vera, or Nicole.
Nicole will look to you, Cassia. Is it okay if I ask what you saw? You said you can see what it can do. What can it do?
It can bring you on top of the world. It can give you the best feeling that you've ever wanted. It can give you every temptation. And it probably offered her sister redemption, revenge. It offered me peace and family and friends. I don't think we want to give that to anybody else.
Nicole eyes it. Yeah, that's probably too much power for one person to have, right? As she looks at it. I should take a step forward towards it.
It still has this enormous beam of light going straight up, right?
No.
that's
Once the
fine.
book had closed, the beam had ended. And you see those motes of light that were kind of being drawn towards it earlier, that were coming off of people. You see, like, they're all starting to float back towards them. And even the college students that were in there that are frozen in time, it's starting to float back in them. And then for the first time, you saw that their skin had started to become almost papery and their muscles had been atrophying and wasting away. Like, they were starting to become almost like they were mummified. So as the motes of light are hitting them, it's like their physical essence is being restored. So like their cheeks are filling back out, like their eyes are like no longer dull, they're starting to get glassy again. But it's like that spell that had been cast that had promised Tiffany something was siphoning life energy out of everybody on campus.
That's the consequence. That's what you get.
No, that's
Or
it's yeah. You'll if so. Just as a behind the scenes thing, that was the price that Tiffany had to pay to bring her sister back. Everything with this book comes with a price.
Yeah.
And Cassia saw it specifically what it could give her, but it never named the price. And as you guys are looking at the book, every one of you hears these little whispers and echoes. It's like it's trying to draw you in.
Nicole takes another step towards it.
Hey, Vera.
So that book can give you everything you've always wanted? Is that what you saw?
Yes, and I don't trust it.
Right.
You saw how crazy she got. You want to give this to somebody else?
I mean, maybe if someone
I'll do it.
maybe it should go to someone who's in their right mind. Maybe she was already crazy.
Maybe the book already did that.
Right, right.
I'd say instead of destroying it for now, we can hide it in an undisclosed location.
Do you know of many undisclosed locations?
If you don't tell your dad, I can let you know how many.
Is it indisclosed or undisclosed? I always forget.
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed?
Okay.
Undisclosed? Did I say indisclosed or undisclosed?
No, you said un.
Either
I
way.
just always forget.
Okay, I did use it right. Yay, vocabulary.
Yeah, I think you should take it, Vera.
Vera,
I'll
don't touch it.
then how am I supposed to take it?
Like, can you transform into something or can you?
I'll take it. Just take me to wherever you're gonna put it, and make sure no one can get to it.
All right. It'll take some time. We may need like a day and a half to get it hidden, but it'll be kept safe.
I'll hold on to it then.
Cool.
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
If you're sure, but if you feel any signs of discomfort, you need to tell us.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. I'll make some calls and see where we can put this thing. But we gotta get out of here, because this is getting creepy. Also, question, what happened to that bullet that was fired?
It's still flying. It's still stuck in the air. So you guys, like I said, you guys can manipulate the environment. So if you're aware of it and you saw it, you can go pull the bullet away and make it not lethal.
Oh, yeah, can I just go over there, snatch it out the air, and just, like, place it on the table? Because, like, that's dangerous.
Yeah. I'm glad you remember that. I was gonna have that be a consequence of the spell breaking.
Don't
Oh,
put
thank God.
don't put it on the table. Just stick it with you. It's gonna be suspicious.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's like, all right. But
There was-
first,
Still have its
There was a
Very energy.
librarian. Yeah, there was a librarian standing right over there, right in the path.
Oh, God, no!
Yeah. Well, as she'll pull it away, like it'll just be like an explosion of gases. So she basically took all the energy out of it when she moves it.
Oh, you sneaky
Okay,
snake
cool.
of an MC.
Yeah.
Look at him
Yeah.
smiling.
All right.
Okay,
So
I'm going to look back at the book for 1 second before we go. Realizing now its power. He's going to think briefly about his mother.
Oh.
Oh.
and you hear the tempting whispers too.
God, it's speaking parcel tongue.
And you feel
Is
it's
the
almost
book
like
open?
there's almost like a soothing finger is like stroking the side of your cheek as you're thinking about what it could provide you. And it's the closer you are to it, the more proximity, the stronger that feeling gets, the more real it becomes in your mind.
The book is closed right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a step towards it.
Ooh.
I'm also looking at him take a step towards it and feel the pull towards it as well. And I'm like, eyeing him.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't touch The book. I got it.
I wasn't gonna.
It's fine.
Would it be safer to like wrap it in a cloth or something, just so like no one's directly touching it? I don't know how crazy this magic is.
Yeah, Cassia would take off her jacket and go over to the book. If Tay or Nicole doesn't stop her. And you see the tattoo. One of her tattoos is just blinking back red and blue on her forearm. And it just keeps going. And she covers the book with her jacket and picks it up.
And the moment you cover the book and it's out of eyesight, all those whispers stop, and that temptation is... You don't feel the temptation anymore, but you are aware of what it was. So now the only temptation you would feel would be self-imposed rather than from the book.
Nicole kind of snaps out of it, like shakes her head, like clears her mind a bit. But she's still thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Tay?
Yeah, he'll have a little bit of a stunned look on his face and clear his throat and yeah. It's for the best, I suppose.
Okay. So, with Vera and her careful memory of the bullet having been fired, saving the librarian from a horrible fate, and Cassia covering up the book, Tay's temptation, Nicole's temptation, Cassia's temptation, everybody realizing the artifact in their grasp right now is probably far too dangerous, but willing to handle the burden and hide it away. You all make your way out of the library. You know, you see and everybody frozen, but all their vitality is being restored. You're not in a hurry now, but as you see, you like that feeling of weightlessness or of time stopping you. It's getting less and less as you get to the edge. And as you get to the very perimeter of the temporal field, it starts to break. You can see the arcane energy that's on there, and as soon as you step outside of it, it seems like 2 or 3 hours have passed. Like normal day has progressed. So you step out and you think, oh, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You step out and it's 6 o'clock at night now.
Oh,
And then that field that you saw is starting to splinter and crackle, and it's moving slowly, so you know it's going to eventually devolve into form and break away. So I will say at this point you would all crawl into your cars, right? Or Nicole, who would you like to ride with?
Thank you, Goober.
Can we all ride together?
Well, there's 2 cars, so Tay brought his and Vera brought hers. So I mean, if you all would like to just ignore a car and take one to stay together, by all means. But I'm asking.
I'm not getting a ticket.
That would be my suggestion.
I refuse to get a ticket.
You can't get a ticket if you're not driving, honey.
I can if I'm in a place I can't be parked for long periods of time.
Oh.
Well, it's free parking at the campus, so you're fine. You would know that there's no risk of a ticket here for now. General public can come in. The general public can come and use this library too, as well. It's not just limited to college students because of how prolific it is. So parking here is fine
Until I'm the MC.
until she's the MC. Then it's just getting towed, and you're nothing but goobers forever.
How did you know my secret plan?
Because I was going to do it.
Oh.
So yeah. So what's the riding order, the marching order? What's going on?
I would suggest to you, Vera, that we all just stick together for right now. Please, we can come back for your car.
All right. I'll leave it here. Actually, I'll just call someone to pick it up for me. I don't want any more car issues. And she like sends a text to one of her guys like, "Hey, be here. Please get my cart."
What about those 2 guys? What were their names again? Remember? They're like I forgot. They were twins. One was black and one was white.
They were twins, but not twins.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot their names.
Oh yeah. I did too. fine.
All I can think of is Mr. Black and Mr. White from Johnny Test. That's all I can think of. I don't remember their names.
The black one is Mr. White.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the white one's Mr. Black. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
All right. So as you guys get in the car, what is everybody's goal right now? What's going to go on? What are you going? What are you doing?
I want to know what's happening to the book. Where it's been taken.
Okay.
Since I'm the one driving, I guess I need to know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Well, Vera did say it's going to take about a day and a half for her to get something together. So Cassia says she's going to hold on to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Cassia's not going back to her house.
Where's she going?
The Budapest Hotel.
The Budapest Hotel?
Gross.
Okay. Yeah.
So much stuff has gone down there.
Okay. Are you going to tell Tay to drive you there, or what's going on?
Yeah. Cassia would look at Vera and she'd be like, so a day and a half? You can't get any sooner? This thing is gonna... People are after this book. The Russians are not going to be happy when they find out that I'm not giving it to them.
I mean, I could have some people try to hold them off for a bit, but it is gonna take a bit of time to try to find a good place to hide this thing. Like, I plan on giving all of you different locations so nobody knows exactly where it is. I am partially into, like, blinding you before we get to the location.
Oh God.
Just so you don't even know where it is either. That is how serious the situation is.
Alright, listen, I'll hold on to the book overnight. And
Is that the
if I
best
get
idea
possessed,
though? Because you say it's people are after it. Should you be alone in a hotel?
You could always stay at my place if you need someone to, like, make sure you're not getting possessed by it.
well, your place got raided last time.
Oh yeah, that
What?
I still didn't pay for the damages.
Yeah, we got raided by a city councilman's little bitch.
Okay.
Story for another time.
Yes.
Not important
I
now.
just don't think you should be alone because people are after you. The Budapest Hotel, it's quite like open, out in the open. By yourself.
Well, we can all go sit there. Anybody else have any recommendations? You have a college dorm.
No,
Taewoo has a very public address.
It
Like
probably shouldn't be.
We're gonna be stuck.
Shouldn't be anywhere public, probably. Like, if anybody can find you any of your addresses, like, definitely not that place.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean,
Actually,
Budapest isn't linked to her specifically, so.
It's still just like a hotel, though. You know,
All right.
bad guys don't care about
All right.
it.
I know of one other place I can go to
What?
if it's still around.
And what?
I don't know if Deckard. Well, you don't know Deckard. Deckard
Deckard.
didn't live
I know.
at his house. Yeah.
Where did he live?
With like 8 other women.
Okay. Like a halfway house.
Yeah, it's a brothel.
Oh, great. So he must love it there, unless the women are not his type. I don't know.
We've had conversations about it.
Okay. What district?
I can go there, or I can stay at the hotel.
There has to be.
Neither are linked to me, I know the girls won't say anything if I mention his name.
What district is it in?
Industrial.
Industrial row.
Well, from the news, they've shut down that whole district. At least most of it. But you can check.
So it might have been shut down, but closed building, probably the last place somebody would look also.
Yeah, that's true. Don't know if there's like functioning water though, electricity.
Yeah, well, I think somebody finding me and killing me would be a worse option than functioning water.
No, you're right.
I'm down for either.
I'm sorry.
I'm down for either.
I'm used to certain delicacies in life.
Running water.
Right.
Yeah, the
Running
the
water.
basics.
The luxury of life. Tap water.
Listen.
They got that Brita filter. Standard in every house, right?
When
filters are proven not to do anything.
When you're dehydrated, any
Yeah,
water tastes good.
True. Yeah.
I guess if you can find a way in, it might be boarded up. So I'd say just be ready for that. A lot of people in the city aren't happy about what's happening over there.
Yeah, I mean, I lost my bar down there, so it'll feel good to be good at the stomping grounds again, if anything.
Might bring up some memories.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we'll make it through the night.
Well, I know people are fighting for people over there, so I don't think it's the end for industrial that district.
I hope not.
So is that the final say is
Yeah? What do you think?
Can I just can I stop by my house and just pick up like a sleeping bag and a blanket and some bar and a soap and
No
a case of
association. I good luck roughing it tonight.
she's never
Hey,
been
Woo?
camping.
Are you good with this?
Who is she? Who are you asking?
Good with it if you're good
Hey.
with it.
Yeah. No, I'm asking Tay.
Okay.
What'd you say, Tay?
Yeah.
I'm good with it if you're good with it. The book was for you.
We can get you an air mattress, by the way. You don't need a sleeping bag.
Thank you. That's better.
People don't need to know that we're here, alright?
If there's a we can stop by like a Costco, but this one's with a K, not a C. And we could just stock up. I don't know how long we're gonna be in there.
Let's just see if it's empty or not. How about that? They had bedrooms. It's fine.
She's stocking up for like a bomb shelter. Okay.
All right. So, with the game plan being head to the brothel down in industrial zone, Tay, you're the one driving, so we'll say you make it through there. Traffic's a little bit jammed up just because of the late afternoon, but as you are driving away from the college campus, you can see in the rearview mirror that the dome of energy has now crackled and fizzled out completely. And it doesn't register at first, but after about 3 to 4 minutes, you start to hear sirens. And they're not coming for you, obviously, but you know that they are heading to the college. Something went down there, obviously, so they at least need to have a response. And shot fired is enough to cause enough of a panic on a college campus for them to respond in force. So you're making a clean getaway, though. You make it winding through the city, you go through downtown, eventually get your way to the industrial zone, the familiar area that you've been to quite a few times. You haven't really been to the brothel more than once whenever you dropped off Deckard and whenever the girls were being evicted for the first time. And as you come to a stop, you can see the grand sweeping architecture of the church is boarded up. The windows are boarded up, but it's not like professionally done. It's just boarded up to prevent vagrants and people being able to get inside of it for the most part. There's one of those big, hefty locks on the front door, looped through two of the bars to make sure you can't open them up. And then it's empty. Even the street lights seem to be refusing to come on, almost like they're just cutting power and all amenities to this area for now. Cassia, and as you park, and assuming everybody gets out.
Yeah. I'm just looking around.
Cassia, you look at the church, and the thought of how the fuck are we gonna get in is probably spring to mind, right?
Yeah, but Cassia can turn into mist.
That's exactly what I was gonna go with. It's like,
there you go.
but you're the only one.
Can turn into mist.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Vera, you have a really large sword, I saw, and you could just smack that thing.
The book?
No, the lock. That huge
Oh,
lock right in the front, on the front doors.
She kind of like takes the bangle and like unsheaths it, I guess. Like, this is a very large lock picking tool, but okay.
No, just smash it.
I just want to smash it. Can I just smash it without rolling?
Yeah. I'll just say you can swing the sword out, but Vera, even with your physical strength and the sword being magical, it's still metal hitting metal. So, like, you hit it and you put a gouge in it, but it's not like it's a perfect one slice all the way through it. You could probably take a few moments to cut your way through it, but somebody who has an easier time slipping into cracks might probably stop you, since it's metal clanging against metal against a locked building in a dark zone known for criminals prowling everything up and down the streets.
Oh, that's loud.
Cassia
That's loud.
will just
That's
be
loud.
like,
Like, she hit it once and it was like, ooh, nope.
Is there like a back door that Cassia can like go around and open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're all locked, but Cassie would be able to slip in as Mist if you want her to.
Yes,
And
that's what Cassia
I'll
would
say anything
do.
I'll say anything she's carrying also turns into Mist. So to make it easy.
Get into lore specific. Cassia turns into she looks at Vera, who slammed her sword on there. She's like, give me 2 seconds. We'll do this a lot quieter. And you see Cassia disappear into like a foggy mist. And it's like those whispers reappear. Because that's what Cassia's mist is. It's whispers. And she disappears underneath, and then you hear a door open in the back.
I'm just looking at that like,
well, no, the door's boarded up. You wouldn't be able to open it specifically yet. So I will say you managed to find an area where you could turn into mist and you can like seep in through there, and then you will reform on the other side. It's a large church.
Oh, she ditched us.
Is what you're looking at, but it's been give it some time. God. She's only been gone 2 seconds.
Where'd
Damn.
she go?
So needy already.
Come back.
Bring me the book. Yeah. So, but I will say, as you slip through the cracks and you manage to make your way and you reform inside, the church is there, the pews are there, the pulpit's up there, and it still has like the same trappings of the church. And I don't know if you've ever been inside of it beforehand, other than you just talking to them at the front entrance. So you don't know the layout too much, but it is dark inside there. Not pitch black, but it's like there are small little bits of light that you could possibly see, like modern electronics have been added to things. So it's not completely and totally dark for you yet. And then, of course, there's the moon that's starting to come out, like fading sunlight still streaming through the stained glass windows. In that moment, you take a step, and you feel a familiar sensation drag over you.
Sexy.
And then you hear a voice you haven't heard since the night previous. Okay. All right, Naya, if you need to.
Oh.
So, yeah. You hear the voice that you heard the couple nights previous. Like, well, that took you a lot longer than I thought it would. and everything around you is frozen in time once more.
Ugh. Why did you go in there by yourself?
What if I ended up in the hotel? And you see her eyes go wide, and she holds onto the book.
Yeah. You see the horrendous-looking figure of the scarred man stepping forward once more. He takes his hat off and, balding, fat jowls, the big nasty scar along the right side of his neck. His lip is curled and twisted from like the slash to come across it. His eyes milky white. The other one is like a really piercing blue. Heavy set, long tan trench coat. Like disheveled tie that's opened and shirt that's been opened up at the front, and like there's like a light that he's holding in his left hand, so it's giving you enough illumination to see. And you can see in his right hand he's got the same gun that he pointed at you earlier, that was able to spew mist and everything directly at you. You're like, no, we're not going to play this game. You had your marching orders. You give me what I want. I give you what you want.
Listen, you don't want this book.
No, I very much want that book.
No, you don't.
I do. I know what it does. And nobody needs that. I couldn't get to it, and neither could the rest of my unit. Because we're not like you. But nobody should ever have that.
I agree. I'm not giving you this book. It's staying with me.
Oh, it's taking her so long.
You're frozen outside. Everything's frozen for him, just for a minute. You sure about that?
Listen, at first, I don't even know your name. At first, I thought you guys could totally have this book, but it's too much. It's too much for one person. It's too much for a group. This is the end of the world here. This is madness. You can't have it.
Whose life are you willing to pay for it then?
You already know what I'm putting on the line.
Oh, I don't care about your life. Your agony would be much more enjoyable.
You've already known. You've already threatened me.
Yeah, is it the younger one? The older one? The one with the mohawk? His family?
Oh my god.
Or
they're all going to be dead.
You also have a new friend. No, they won't. You have my word that none of them will be harmed. But countermeasures had to be placed in order to ensure compliance.
Yeah. I already know what I'm putting on the table. What else can you take from me?
A lot more than you think. And I don't want to take anything from you. And he points the gun towards you, and he starts to slowly squeeze the trigger. There's like little wisps of smoke that are starting to like form at the tip of the gun. And he pulls the trigger.
Oh god.
And then like a jet of mist punches forward and it smashes into you. And in that moment, you feel your ability to turn into mist, your connection with Femi, your connection with the mythos and everything is severed. You are just Cassia right now.
Sheesh. Damn.
He's like, I'm gonna take that book.
If you're gonna take that book, you're gonna have to kill me for it.
You don't be so dramatic.
You know what's gonna happen.
I know it's your nature, but... And he gives a shrill whistle, and then you hear footsteps coming out of the darkness and you're being surrounded. It's a tactical looking unit that works with him. 2 of them come up, they grab your shoulders, and then arms go down to where your elbows are at, and they start to pull.
Cassia starts to scream.
Like, nobody
Don't.
can hear you.
Why are you doing this? This book
And he
is a
just
lot
walked
worse than just one family. It's more than just my brothers.
Yeah.
You
He walks
You
forward.
know
as
this
you're
is a
being
lot
held.
worse.
I do. Why do you think I want it?
Please, just... We need to get rid of it.
There's
And
no begging here. And he reaches forward and he grips the book bound up in the leather coat. And rather than ripping it from you, he pauses for a second. And you hear the whispers start to kick up again. And then he pulls his hand back and the coat or the book is phasing through your coat, leaving you with just an empty jacket to hold on to as he pulls it free. And he steps back away from you. He's like, now, unlike you, I'm going to keep my end of the bargain. Deckard, your brothers, the family, will suffer no harm. And I'm going to take this, and you probably won't see me again. Maybe if I need something. Maybe if you can do something for me. And he'll reach into his suit jacket pocket and he'll pull out the Polaroids that he had beforehand. He'll throw a big stack of them on the ground, and it's Deckard, the family. It's the younger brother, the older brother. And he's like, you know, addresses are on the back of every one of those now. This one, though, and he's still holding it so you can't see it. And he turns it around, and it's your younger brother standing in the middle of the street with what appears to be a clock tattoo somewhere around the vicinity of his neck.
Damn.
Your dad is standing there. You recognize him almost instantly. He's like, did you know you had a third sibling?
Oh, God.
And he'll flick the card forward, or the Polaroid forward, and it'll slap into your chest and kind of hang there for a minute. And then he like steps backwards and snaps his fingers, and the people holding you vanish, and so does he. And then time starts again.
You can go to hell. And take that book with you.
We'll be in touch. And he'll turn around and he'll walk away, and then you see just like mist that consumes him, like, and then he disappears from sight. And you feel your connection to Femi restored. Everything that was about you as normal is now back. You are whole again, for lack of a better word.
And she would scream. She'd get on her knees in front of the Polaroid photos and scream.
And Tay and Nicole, Vera, you would all hear Cassia screaming from inside.
At the screaming, I would get the shield out and try to break the lock immediately.
Okay.
And try to get in there.
Yeah. I'll say it takes you a few minutes, but eventually with enough bashing, you aim for the lock, you hit, and then you realize that the lock is probably the strongest point. So rather, instead of that, you go for the door. It's wood, it's thick wood, but you go for that instead. You manage to bash the shield into it, and it buckles and breaks and then splinters and then pushes open, and then like a big beam of light kind of streams in from the fading sunlight, so you can see Cassia curled up on the ground, on her knees, Polaroids in front of her, screaming.
I would rush up to her and put my arm like around her shoulder and ask, "What's wrong? What happened?" And I'm looking at like you and the Polaroids on the ground. I have no idea what's going on, but She's
You just hear
screaming.
Cassia
Yeah.
start crying, dry heaving.
Okay, it's okay. Just breathe.
They took the book.
Oh God. Okay, but you're alive. That's all that matters.
I don't want to be.
No.
They took the book. I have another brother.
It's. Just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. You're alive. That's all that matters right now.
It doesn't. There's. We're dead. We're dead in the water. You may as well just cremate us now and throw us into the dock.
Just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. We're not dead. We're gonna be safe. We'll figure something out. It's okay.
Nicole, look at this. And she, just slams her hand onto the Polaroid photos.
Yeah.
And looks up to see if Tae-woo is coming.
Yeah, I'll be right behind.
I don't.
Hey,
Who are these people?
It's Deckard. It's my brothers.
I recognize.
There's addresses on all of them.
I recognize Deckard. Addresses of
Hey,
where
there's
they
another brother, and he's with my father. They have the book. And it's not the Russians. Nicole, I work with the Russians.
my
It
dad.
was supposed to go.
I could just call my
It was
dad.
supposed to go to them.
My dad can help. I can call him. It's gonna.
He froze time, Nicole. And he took the book.
I think this is one time I agree with the Russians. We need to kill your
What?
father.
Oh, damn.
What was that? Can you say it again?
We
Yeah,
need to
speak up a
kill
little
your father.
We gotta find Deckard. I can find my brothers. I don't know what... It's not my father that has this book. It's somebody else. I don't know who.
No, he's not working with your father?
No, I don't think so.
But he can stop time.
My father can't do shit.
I mean, the man.
Start a gang.
The man who was just in here. He can stop time.
Yeah.
Is he connected to your dad?
No.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't know much. I don't know who your father is. So if my questions are annoying, I don't know. What does your dad do?
Nicole, what's your last name? I always like to go full names.
Wilkins?
Nicole Wilkins. My name is Cassiopeia Fee. And my father is Kronos Fee.
Okay.
He works in the mob.
Okay. Kronos. That has to do with time.
Yeah.
You think they're not connected? This guy.
No, my father's been obsessed with tattooing people. And she turns the photo with her now unknown sibling and her father, both wearing clock tattoos.
Okay, so this is your dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a
Well,
sibling.
if we're dead, we're dead.
I'm. Are we dead because your dad's gonna come after us?
No, we're dead because whoever just got that book ripped it out of my hands.
And they're gonna
Took my powers away momentarily.
And they're gonna use it against us?
Who wouldn't?
I guess so. I don't think you take that kind of book and then just put it away.
Well. Hey, what do we do?
What can we do?
Well, you can go find Deckard. I can go find my family. Nicole can go back to school. For as long as that guy wants to hold us hostage until the end of the world.
I mean, I can't just go back to school and act like everything's normal now.
Well,
Deckard, from that photo, does the boy look like the brothers, like Cassia? Does he look like them?
Yeah, you can. So the familial resemblance is pretty strong, but it kind of looks like maybe he had a different mother.
But
He's
still,
older than
yeah.
Cassia,
Oh,
but like only by like a year or so.
okay. So he's younger than the oldest brother.
The oldest, yeah.
Interesting.
Are there any distinguishing landmarks in the pictures that we can tell where they might be?
The man who ripped the book from Cassia's hand was kind enough to write the address down for every one of them.
Oh.
Every
Okay,
location that they were taken at.
Let's go find him.
Wait.
Your long lost brother.
Maybe it's a trap.
Probably a trap.
I wouldn't be.
probably a trap.
Let's not be, naive and think it's just. That guy just held up his end of the deal and stole the book, and you get what you want, and it's all good. I don't know. I don't know. Guys like that, they don't want loose ends. That's all I'm saying.
We can at least check on my older brother. I know he was a mechanic the last time I heard from him. Years ago.
Do you guys have
do
you guys have surveillance gear or anything like that? Maybe you can check from afar.
You know what? This is a tomorrow problem. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die.
You gotta stop saying we're gonna die. It's not good for
We're gonna
morale.
die.
It's not good for morale.
Okay, ignorance is bliss. I'm
I would
gonna
rather
be on an island tomorrow.
I'd rather take that. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I could use a drink.
I know I know you have a bottle back at your place, Cassia.
I don't
We're
think it's
yeah, we can go back. What time is it?
About 7 p.m. now.
I mean, her bar would be open, so she'd take the crew back to her house. Cause Tay did bring whiskey, and there is ice cream in the fridge.
Whiskey and
Nicole,
ice cream.
I was kidding.
how about some ice cream and some whiskey?
I could do the ice cream. I was totally kidding. It was a moment of weakness. I can't have any alcohol. I can have ice cream though. You look like you want me to have ice cream at least.
You know what? Let's just
If it'll make you feel better.
screw it. Shirley Temple is on the house.
Okay.
Let's go to my bar. Let's figure this out. I'll kick anybody out.
Can you do
It's
that?
fine. Yeah, the manager owes me like 8 favors.
Okay.
And it's probably quiet for 7 p.m. unless the politicians are getting too drunk.
It's 7 p.m. on a Thursday. I think you'll be fine.
Thursday night drinks.
Oh wait, can you tell me the
Also,
name?
every bar.
You said politicians. What's the name of the bar?
It's called the Pearl.
Oh God.
My father probably stops there often. Do we not want to run into him? It'll be fine.
He probably doesn't want to see me at a bar.
You'll be fine.
He knows I'm underage. I don't think he'll be there, but he does go there a lot. So, no, it's okay. It's okay. We're alive and
It's
we're
fine.
okay. We're alive and we're okay.
And you see
We're
Cassia
okay.
gather all the Polaroids. And all of a sudden, as she grabs the Polaroids, her tattoos light up. And they all turn bright red.
Oh God. Cassia, you're glowing like those glow sticks that people when they go to clubs. I've seen on some films and stuff. That's what you're glowing like right now. I don't know if you...
Yeah.
Does that represent like
If
your
you
aura or something? Like, I've seen
Yeah.
it change a bit. Okay.
It's like a mood ring.
Mood tattoos. Okay.
Mood tattoos, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just happy we're alive.
We're alive and we're okay. We're alive.
We're alive, we're okay. Let's
I was
just...
going for a hug.
And you see Cassia just collapse into the hug.
That's cute. That's cute. I'll tap you on the back.
She gives like
There.
Nicole a back high five.
back.
As she's sitting there. All right, guys, let's go have some drinks at Shirley Temple's.
Okay. So after this emotionally tense and very fraught moment has not completely subsided, but it has passed, the entire crew on Vera 2 gets into the car. Say, Tay, you're driving, so you're going to drive her all the way back to the Pearl, which is in the downtown area. So more of the bougier places, a little bit more upscale. And as you walk up to the bar, you start to like step through, you know, the doorman's there and he's looking at both of everybody there. He's like, okay, he knows you. Can see Tay and he sees Nicole and he's about to ask for
ID.
identification. And yeah, but
Damn.
he sees that you're with Cassia and he just kind of like waves you on in. And Vera as well. He remembers her as well.
Oh.
So you all go in and yeah. And the bar isn't particularly hopping at the moment. It is a whiskey bar, so people tend to go out for dinner first and then they come here afterwards. So you've hit a decent lull. There's like 1 or 2 people inside there for now. And
Is my dad there?
Cassie, I'm assuming you're not going to work. No, he's not there.
Oh my God.
You're in the clear. You're in the clear. You do see Steve behind the bar. He's looking up. He's like, hey, you're not supposed to work today?
Addicted.
Steve.
This is the legendary
You-
Steve.
Legendary. Oh, you guys talk about me. And he looks
Steve,
up at
2
Vera and he's like,
whiskeys.
you.
2
Two
whiskeys. 3 whiskeys. Shirley Temple. Easy on the pour. Except for one of them. Pour it like you normally would.
That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
mine.
Steep pour. Yeah, gotcha. And he like goes behind the bar and he's pretty quick, despite his overpouring tendencies. He slips 3 tumbler glasses on there. He pours them all up with fucking whiskey. He slides them across, and he's got a Shirley Temple made within 15 seconds. And he's got it in front of you with a cherry on top, and then like a nice bendy straw in there as well. It's not quite up to the bougie state, but he doesn't really care. He sees everybody kind of looks like they're downtrodden and a little bit battered, so he's more like, you need the drink more than you need the experience. So how about that?
Hey, Steve. I'm Nicole.
Hello, Nicole.
Yes.
Cassia, Vera, I know. You, sir. Don't know you.
Yeah, Tay. Tay-woo.
Tay. All right. You a whiskey drinker still, or do you want something else? I mean, she said
No,
3.
no,
She
no.
ordered for you.
Just give me one of your legendary pours, please.
Okay, I can do that. She doesn't like me doing it because I get better tips sometimes.
I'll give you a good tip.
Just block me. Put your hands up so she can't see me.
Right.
And he sits there, he brings the whiskey glass over, and like it's a normal pour for you, and he just kind of like tips it, and then hands it back over. He's like, 2 shots of whiskey on the house.
Nice.
Nicole's gonna call you over. Hey, Steve. And she's
Yes,
looking
ma'am.
off.
What can I do
She's
for
kind
you?
of looking down. If we're at the bar, she's like looking at the wood, like off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you got anything to help, like when you're staring into the abyss and you realize how fragile life is? You have anything to help me forget that?
Yeah, it's called a mind eraser.
Yeah.
She's underage, Steve.
There's that too,
She doesn't
Steve.
talk like it.
I'm 20.
20-year-olds have trauma too, right? And he starts mixing up a drink anyway.
No,
And
I can't.
It's fine. Look. It's gonna be fine. It's just one. I won't give you any more.
I think I'll go to hell if I drink it.
So will we all. That's the fun spot.
I guess that's true.
Think about it. The devil's job is to tempt you, turn you into a bad guy. You're one of his boys. Why is he gonna punish you? You can live a little. And he places the shot in front of you, and then he pours it, and it's like a little float of Kahlua on top, like the milky stuff. So it's like a chocolatey sort of shot. And he slides it across, and he's like, you don't gotta drink it, but it's there if you want it.
She looks at it and it sits there for like 5 to 10 minutes as she just stares at it, kind of thinking. You got any ice cream, Steve?
Yeah, but you have to make mudslides. Don't know why. It gives you brain freeze. But what kind you want?
Rocky Road. Is there a TV in here? In this bar?
No.
It's a fancy bar. It's the atmosphere type of bar.
You're right.
He's like, we don't have Rocky Road, but there's a corner store. I'll run out and grab it. Just give me 5 minutes. Enjoy your drinks. Cassia, you don't got to handle anybody. Like, they're fine. They're more interested in, like, she's a hooker.
Do you have 10
Don't
seasons?
Let him know that.
Do you have 10 seasons of Friends I can just turn my brain off to?
Not on me, and not with a TV or any kind of break. I'm remembering the ice cream, and he just kind of dashes off before you can ask any more weird requests of him. Okay, so
it's been
all at the bar, drinking your drinks, having your fun.
It's been a long day,
relaxing after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You did good though.
We're so alive, guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're so alive. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why do we have to wait for tomorrow?
I'm being optimistic. If we're staying alive until tomorrow. Tebu, you got anything on your bucket list you want to do?
Bucket list.
And as Tewu's contemplating his bucket list, Steve comes back in, but he just hands you a whole pint of Rocky Road ice cream and a spoon, and then fades back.
Thanks, Steve.
Gotcha.
I start digging in.
So, your Polaroids, Cassia. I mean, you did not know where your brothers are. Now you have their addresses. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, and we know where Deckard is. I didn't think that was into question, but I have no idea why you threw me Deckard and his family at me. So.
I thought Deckard went into hiding with one of his sisters, though. Like,
I thought Deckard was fine, so I don't know why I have a photo of Deckard and his family.
What, you two aren't?
No. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to like double dip on the whole like we're gonna kill Deckard's friends again or family again. Deckard went into hiding. Nicole, sister got attacked by the mayor.
She just kind of shakes her head with like another spoonful of ice cream in her ear.
Mm.
She's,
I think
Yeah.
this man,
she's eyeing that drink.
this time-stopping man, he was threatening you with your brother. He must have thought that Deckard meant something to you too, and his family.
I don't know. I mean, we just done the case for Trudy, so he seemed like he knew everything as well.
I mean, he didn't threaten me, or he didn't threaten Vera, or
Well,
Miles. Who I don't even know if he exists anymore.
I don't
Exactly.
even know if he exists. Listen, is this something tangible? We met Kendra.
Oh, sorry, this was rude of me. Do you guys want some ice cream?
No.
And as you ask that, you hear there's a voice in the background. It's the bouncer or the guy who's checking everybody's ID, and he's talking to somebody. You can't quite make it out, but you do hear it's like a tense conversation that's starting to build and build. And you hear, you know what? Get the fuck out. And then you don't hear much else other than the door bashing open and the bouncer flying into the bar and slamming up into the wall partition from beforehand. His lip is bleeding and he's like falling down, staggering. He pushes himself up and he does like a giant like overhand swing, only to have somebody's elbow drive directly into his knuckles, and his whole hand just kind of shatters, and he screams and he's like trying to pull back, but another person's boot steps on his foot, and then another elbow is driven into his chin and sends him like careening backwards, knocked out cold, sliding on the ground, bleeding from the mouth.
Oh God.
And into the
Your
bar.
man's here.
You cue my music for me, Nicole.
Yep, one sec. You should have told me earlier. I didn't know you were coming in tonight.
I did 3 times.
You did. Oh, sorry.
So many DMs.
I was. Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry. Here he comes.
And then that's whenever you hear Deckard stepping through. He's got much heavier feet than the guy before him, and he like looks around and he sees everybody there, and he like holds up a finger for a second, and then like he motions for Steve, like, you got a stapler? And Steve, like, he's like, he's like, it's the one used for receipts. Can I borrow that? It's like, sure. You see Steve like runs the staple over, and Deckard pulls out like a sheaf of papers and unfolds it, and he's like, yeah, close enough. Looks like him. And he reaches down and he staples the papers to the guy's forehead. He's unconscious, so he doesn't feel it. And he just leaves him unconscious there and tosses the stapler back.
So aggressive.
And he looks towards Cassia and Tay and Vera. And then the new addition. He's like, y'all having a drink without me? What the fuck?
Bro.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
we
You're
gotta
my
give me-
bar.
A little bit of ice cream starts to go down as our mouth is open, watching all this. Whoa.
Like, your bar is fine. The door latch is fine. He's just this guy. You know how people have kids and then they leave those kids alone and abandon them?
Yes,
and
I
don't
know
pay
he
child
left
support?
his daughter and wasn't paying fucking child support. I put him there.
Oh, so he's a gift.
No, what you
Kinda
put blood
seems
on
like
my
a gift.
bar,
That's fine. It'll buff out. Cold water. Here, look.
and
here.
you stapled
Like,
his forehead.
Yeah, I didn't want to hold those papers anymore. They're heavy. They burn a hole in the pocket. Messes up the lines. And he walks up to the bar, like where everybody's at. He's like, Steve. He points to Steve, and Steve's like, he's like, can I have whatever he's having? I want like that. And Steve looks at him, and he like how much larger he is, and he instead of a tumbler glass, he pulls out a beer mug, and brings up the bottle, and he starts to like pour it in there for him. He's like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not that bad.
Steve, that's
And-
not even like a heavy-handed pour. That's just the whole bottle. Just just give him the whole bottle, I guess.
I like Steve.
I'm
Look, it's
so-
classy. It's in a glass now. It's in a glass. It's amazing.
Steve's great.
And then he's gonna look
So
towards the
tired.
woman eating ice cream who's staring at him. He's like,
Hi.
"Hello,
Hi.
who are you?"
Hi, I'm Nicole. I've heard about you. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, Nicole. Why does that sound familiar?
You worked with my dad, Bryant Wilkins, DA.
Oh, yeah. No, he did mention he had a daughter. He never showed me pictures of that, but we also only talked for briefly.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you?
Yeah, I met these people, and he's kind of out of it a little bit, but yeah, no, they're great. We've seen a lot,
I know, right?
right?
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. So what have y'all been up to?
We're alive.
He's gonna pull a stool out and sit down.
We're alive.
Sounds ominous. He's gonna look towards Cassie. And he can see
Yeah.
obviously she's tired, probably of him already.
Yeah,
And then-
I mean, she's tired. She's been crying. Her face is probably really puffy.
Yeah. And
She
noticing
just-
that, Deckard will set his drink down and he'll push himself away from the bar, and he'll move around. And he'll give Tay like a squeeze on the shoulder and then like wave to Vera, and then he's gonna wrap his arms around Cassio like from behind, obviously, and then pull her up just a little bit.
No. What are you doing?
Just
You were gone
just
for
embrace
2
it.
weeks.
Embrace it. It's 2 weeks
No, I'm
without
not
me.
embracing it. You were gone
Embrace
for
it.
2 weeks.
I know.
My bar.
Painful. I know. I was missed dearly. It's fine.
And she kind of just.
Nicole, do you
gives
want to
up
hug? You should get in on
halfway.
this while I have her down. She won't be able to fight back if you do it now.
Does she like?
Come on.
Cassie,
She likes
I'm
hugs. She
Cassie.
just
I'm
pretends
sorry,
she
but
doesn't.
it looks like you really do need one. And if I'm being honest, I need a hug too. I'll go.
Come on.
I'll go
Yeah,
up to
no.
the front.
Take.
Hey Decker, can you just turn her around a bit and I'll get the front?
Yeah, he'll turn her a little bit.
No,
Like, take,
no,
take,
thanks.
take.
no.
Get me from behind.
No.
Take from behind.
Oh, this is nice.
No.
I'll come in.
This is
Group
nice.
hug.
No,
Oh,
this is
And then we'll say Vera
absolutely
does
terrible.
too.
Yeah. Oh, this is so warm and nice.
We're
And then you
so
hear-
alive.
It's almost as good as
You hear a click,
yeah.
and then there's like a bright flash from behind it, and you see Steve with his phone taking a photo.
Thanks,
Steve, if I see that on any social media, I will hunt you down and have this big man kill you.
Cassia, shh, don't
He's like,
ruin it. Don't ruin it.
he's like, He's like, yeah, we work in the same bar. You ain't got to hunt me. I'm going to be here every day. And this is going everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere.
I hate it so much. What else are you gonna take from me, God?
Hey, listen, just accept it. This is so nice. This is almost as good as the sauna at my house.
Look at
You
that.
had a
See,
sauna at
you
your
are a
house and
sauna.
Oh,
And we
I mean, I just
could've gone there.
we could, but I just met you.
Okay. All
We
right.
saved the
Break
world
it up.
together. At least you could do is offer me a
Break it up.
sauna.
Yeah, that's true. But if
all right.
I do have my dad just installed a sauna. He's been saving it for years. So if you guys want to relax and just like sweat it all out, we can go back there.
No, this is
You know, if
terrible.
you drink
I
while in a
can go
sauna,
home
it
now.
makes you drunk faster.
I-
Just
Deckard, I should tell you that I'm underage. Steve gave
Yeah,
me
so
this
did I.
drink to tempt me, you know.
look, your brain doesn't start fully forming until you're like 25. You can take 1 IQ point off for a night. You'll be fine.
I feel like my brain's been forming since I was a baby.
Here, how about you grab that? Cassie, you grab yours. Tay, Vera, you grab yours.
Yeah,
Have you ever cheers anybody? Have you ever actually done any of this before?
with
I know you don't drink, obviously.
with ginger ale.
All right, well, you're going to do it with a real drink this time.
No, we're not gonna pressure her into drinking.
She's tempted.
I'm going to. We don't
All right,
have to.
Nicole.
I'm doing it.
No, Nicole, you can do whatever you want. You're an adult here. This is a safe space. No one's gonna rat on you.
This is illegal though, and look at Steve. He has his phone at the ready. He's gonna tell
All
me.
right, I
No,
want to
Steve
go
is
to bed.
Steve, put the phone down. No pictures of this. He's like, immediately just drops the phone. Like, okay.
All
right.
Yeah,
All right,
Hey,
well,
buddy.
I'll hold it up.
All right. See, Cassia. Tay.
Come on, Cassia, just
Ready?
All right.
3,
You got-
2, 1.
clink.
Finds eye.
I throw it back.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Probably not my
Hey, she's
style.
a trooper. She didn't put it back out. And then you see Deckard like tilt the beer mug back.
Whoa.
Ah, fuck me.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think it's working. I feel the same.
All right. Cassia sits
You
there.
need some more. If we do a couple more, it'll
No,
start
it's okay,
kicking.
Shut up.
Okay.
She looks at Tay Woo and she's like, Tay, if you want to give him the summary of what's happened the past couple of days, be my guest. Deckard,
Yo,
you're an absolute idiot. And she takes the photos of Deckard and his family with the addresses written and just shoves it into his chest. I'm going home.
First of all,
I'm
Deckard,
tired.
are those addresses accurate? Deckard, can you just look behind one of them and just be like, yeah, that's where I live? Or
he's
yeah.
he's gonna palm them and look, and he's gonna like flip them over. And he looks at the pictures and is like, well, we don't live at these places. This is just like, I know this one specifically. Like, I was there, but at that time, but I don't live there. This is just where they saw us. Wait, who the fuck's? And he's gonna look back towards Cassie and he's like, hey, before you go, your door's fixed. You got cinnamon rolls in the fridge.
That,
No.
It's a newer door too.
that wasn't worth it. Can you stop sitting outside my apartment without telling me?
I just checked on you today. I've been with Kendra for the last 2 weeks.
Don't
I haven't
lie
checked
to
on you
me.
once.
You're a
I'm
terrible liar. You're a terrible liar, and I hate it
As he
here,
says
and I
this-
hate you.
As he
And I'm
says this,
done.
Cassia.
I don't think she
As he
means
says
it.
that, yeah, no.
I'm looking at
As he
Taylor, I'm
says,
I
like,
don't
I
think she-
haven't been around you for the past 2 weeks. The moment where you were in the kitchen with that guy, the heavyset man, where he pulled back the curtain for you to see, you realize that was just an illusion.
Oh my god.
And Decker's like,
Great.
What is even
I've been with Kendra the entire time. Like, you can ask her if you want. I haven't left.
It's your fault, anyways. So
Oh,
we'll be
So the
fine.
usual.
Yeah, the usual.
okay. It's good seeing you again. And 30 seconds in the microwave. Don't put anything metal in the microwave, please.
No, I put aluminum foil in like last night, and it didn't go that well.
And you wonder why your defrost doesn't work.
No, it heats up my ramen just fine. Just calm
I'm
down.
calm.
Thanks for the door.
Wait, are you
Little-
sure you want to
little
leave?
brother.
We just found out these addresses are all fakes.
Do I want to drink some more? No, I want to go cry in a corner without anybody looking.
Hey, my family sauna is still open if you want to just like sweat it out. Cry it out.
Crying in a sauna.
Yeah.
I really don't want to cry in a sauna. That seems really dehydrating.
But that's the thing, you can't
It
have ears
is.
if they're mixed with sweat.
Yeah. But I have water, so there's that.
All right, that's fine.
I gotta-
You probably live in like a super bougie place too.
I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
3 blocks over.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's why my dad, Frinkut's here, because he could just walk here.
All right, sauna. Wait, I'm invited, right?
Yeah, of course.
No. No,
You just
okay.
see, I'm invited, right?
Oh, God, he's like really close to me. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Cool.
Your breath smells like peppermint.
Yeah. Gum. All right. Anyway, and then we're going to end our session on that, with everybody going to Nicole's sauna.
Hey. Oh, I thought you were gonna say on Deckard's breath.
No, Nicole's sauna. Everybody's going to be leaving the bar to go to Nicole's sauna, and I'll say Steve got a massive tip.
Yes, nice. I'll tell him to. I didn't finish the ice cream. I'll be like, hey man, put this in the freezer. Thank you. Oh,
Good session.
nice.